Right, this is the Levels Network. I'm Justin Horo, joined by the Triple OG, Willie Mason, and the Pro League.
Yep.
So, can we start off with a bit of mongrel again?
Yeah.
Let's start off with mongrel Michael CHAMMAS. So
Should be his name.
I like it. He's been on fire lately, mate. So he held his ground. This is the way I've put it. He held his ground against Gordie over the weekend. I've got some updates on the details surrounding it. But CHAMMAS has gone up against arguably two of the most intimidating media personalities this year.
Easily.
Gus is 100% number one. You do not fuck with Gus. Yeah. And like, in a way he didn't. Like, he sort of just held his ground, stuck to what he believed in.
He didn't back down.
He didn't back down. And then now, we're on Friday, and I reckon because of this like back and forth that they had on Triple M, there has been a new defined role for Gordie. But he went with Gordie again. You haven't watched the clip.
I haven't. I saw little bits on Instagram. I just didn't want to fucking. I don't give you that much airtime.
Yeah, I don't.
I think CHAMMAS versus Gordie. I don't think it's a fair fight.
Okay, here we go.
Because Gordie. Sorry, let me watch.
Wait.
But I just think Gordie.
Yep.
CHAMMAS is obviously going to have a lot more detail.
Yeah.
And Gordie would just want to fucking punch him in the head.
That's
what I feel that would happen.
Without even
looking at it, he would just look at CHAMMAS going, "You're a fucking journo. Shut up."
so. That's exactly what Gordie looked like, right? And that's why, again, because you've got, how would you explain Gus? Like the power that Gus has, and working at 9 with him. And I've said this all along. I'd be so surprised if CHAMMAS is running it back for 9 next year. That's just my gut feeling off the back.
He's getting the most views on Sydney Morning Herald.
I don't know, man.
Fairfax.
Gus is a different beast.
Depends if Gus found it really insulting.
Yeah. And you know what? Do you think it in the end, if it comes down to Gus, because I really believe it's at Gus's.
I think 20 years ago you do that to Gus, you're probably not even working there this year.
I tell you what, saving CHAMMAS in my
I just think Gus in his older age is a little bit more forgiving. Put it that way. I think he is. You know, like having.
Do you think he sees the benefit of CHAMMAS?
Gus. Yeah, he does. Gus is, he's at the senior end of his career, and he's not about. You don't want to pick fights. You just don't fuck with Gus. That's just the number one rule. I wouldn't. No, I really wouldn't.
You don't watch content. You watch footy.
Yeah.
Me and Lukey pride ourselves on watching. He does not ever, unless it's a direct question and he has to answer questions from CHAMMAS, on 100% footy, they don't talk.
Oh, okay.
They
He
don't.
just sits there like
Sometimes
hating that segment.
CHAMMAS.
Even he does it to Danny Wilder as well.
Nah, not as much. Danny,
that's probably
he likes Danny better.
Even
Last week
Danny
he had a
mate.
little sort of...
Danny's safe.
Yeah, Danny's safe.
Danny's safe. CHAMMAS is like, I don't know how old CHAMMAS is, but if he's like that, well, I don't watch that show that much. Yeah, that's not good signs.
Well, Danny, see, that's why I think CHAMMAS is sweet. Danny and CHAMMAS are like this.
No,
They like-
no,
they-
And he's an OG, mate. He's been around since fucking...
Yeah, you're not guilty by association. Mr. Exclusive said something that got Gus a little bit prickly last week. Oh, what were they reporting on? I think it was just a rumor.
Coaching, I think it
Coaching
was. Maybe
something.
the Titans.
Yeah.
And it's just, he calls it, he's got a word for it now, Gus. The media.
Yeah. And Danny said something.
He calls it media scuttlebutt.
Scuttlebutt. Buck or butt?
Yeah.
Scuttlebutt.
Oh, I wish I remembered it. That sucks that I've forgotten it. Anyway, so this is CHAMMAS, and credit to CHAMMAS as well. He's, you get the opportunity to collaborate as well. So he's clearly enjoying it. Here's the little stoush between him.
Not calling Gordie prior to writing that story last week.
Yeah, no, I heard the comments earlier. Well, I stand by the story, first of all, what I wrote. Could I have called Gordie? I could have, but was that, sorry?
On Friday when you said that I'm not going, didn't you say that?
I think that was on Thursday, yeah. I said on Thursday the NRL was set to reject a request from Kevin Walters for you to go along with the tour. I spoke to the NRL and I spoke to Kevin in length a number of times. It became quite obvious to me that perhaps Kevin wasn't across what was going on in regards to the request for you to go there. I informed him of what I'd learned. Spoke to him a number of times before the story eventually went up. So to me,
Feel it.
Yeah.
Speaking to the coach who's requested for someone to come along, and speaking to the guys who make the decisions, they're the two most relevant sources, Gordie.
Right. Gotcha. So what happens if I jump on the plane?
Well, I hope you jump on the plane. I'll see you there and we'll hang out.
Right. Okay.
It's and then they go around in circles because basically Gordie's now
he's assistant coach, isn't he?
Yeah. So from that point on Friday, once this was discussed, then they must have been going about a route to get him involved as an assistant coach.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at now. So Gordie is sitting there, I guess, aware that there has been a different plan.
Yeah.
Like it feels as though, and this is just like in all fairness to CHAMMAS.
So what's CHAMMAS right? He goes, he shouldn't be. He's not allowed.
No. CHAMMAS did not in any way say that Gordie shouldn't be doing this, shouldn't be doing that. Okay. All he did was report what the NRL had told him. Like, is this happening? So basically, like in fairness to CHAMMAS in the whole situation, Kevy is getting his big Gordie to come over as like a
cultural sort of. Hey, fucking. This is what the jersey means.
Exactly right. Get him in for a few meetings.
Fucking oath it is. I'd be doing it too.
There'd be like for sure if someone that you were close with.
Yeah.
But the NRL like that's not a role. You're not coming, and fair enough, right?
It was the cultural.
Yeah, it was called
it was a cultural consultant,
cultural figurehead.
Cultural leader. I've got
fucking love it.
So now, off the back of that, the role has changed to an assistant, and it looks like the NRL are going to give it the tick of approval.
Have to, mate.
So like. As frustrated as Gordie is there sitting, it's not like CHAMMAS has been. In no way did sort of CHAMMAS come out and go, Gordie shouldn't be doing the role.
Yeah,
okay. He just reported on what was being told from him by Kevy. Like he had a chat with Kevy and the NRL, and they're like, no. Like if basically saying if Gordie wants to go, he has to have a proper
defining role.
He has to have a proper role.
Like your assistant coach, because you can have fucking 3 or 4 of assistant coach in today's game. Yeah, well, poor CHAMMAS, he's fucking. Gordie couldn't even look.
Gordie wanted to put Ben Ross's head on top of CHAMMAS through the phone.
Did you watch the first clip of Gordie on Triple M before they called in CHAMMAS?
No.
When he hammered him?
No.
That's why CHAMMAS called in. Because Gordie's like, why didn't he call me? If I'm the key part of the story, he didn't call me. But to CHAMMAS' defense, he's only reporting what the NRL have told him and what Kevy's told him. So if he's not on the plane, what's CHAMMAS going to call Gordie and go, hey, the NRL is saying that you're not on the plane?
Yeah, it was a bit of a
reason to call.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, it's a bit of a. It's I don't know what it is.
It's a slow news.
It's a slow. Exactly. No, this is not news really, but because if you say like all he's doing is saying like Gordie's
you're reporting. He's not saying that he shouldn't be on.
He's not saying Gordie.
Yeah.
If he because Gordie would. That's why Gordie just said nothing really and goes. Well, fucking, what are you gonna do if I'm on the plane? Like, that's all he can say. What are you gonna fucking do? What are you like? He's like, so he gets. What are you gonna do? What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do if I'm on the plane? Like, that's all he could say because you can't
really
also throw CHAMMAS and go.
At that point, I think it was still being like you could tell that maybe they'd gone back after this story with a more defined role.
Yeah.
And that was still going through a process. And it looks as though this morning that it will be confirmed that Gordie will get an assistant coach's role. But maybe at that point, Gordie didn't know as well because that was on Friday, right? So Gordie's appealed to be an assistant coach, but it hasn't been given the green light. So he's like, so you saying I'm not going on the plane?
Yeah.
In also what CHAMMAS said too, because Gordie's News Corp, he's Fairfax. So if CHAMMAS picks up the phone and tips off Gordie that he's writing a story, all of a sudden the story that he's been working on gets written at Fairfax, gets written at the other side when he has the exclusive. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
so that's why he's like, I'm going to put that out. I've checked enough sources for it to be a credible story. Boom.
Yeah, I get it.
Bit of mongrel.
Bit of
mongrel over the weekend.
Well, he has to. I mean, like, if Gordie's calling you out and all you're doing is reporting your story, but fucking good on you for holding your ground. Like, you've got to say it. Like, you're just reporting a story. State your facts. Get your facts right if you're going to go up against someone like Gordie and someone like Gus. And he does.
He does.
You've got to credit that to him and go, okay, fucking, if you're a journo who's a fucking, most of them just make shit up and then just fucking hide behind their pen.
Oh, I reckon they're getting so much better at it now, mates, because they have to be.
Do. They have to be because you know why? They're not hiding behind the pen because you're on 360, you're on Triple M, you can put a fucking face to the words.
Social media,
phones, social media. Yeah. Gone are the days where you can sit behind fucking and be the Telegraph chief writer, all that sort of shit, and then just you'll never see them apart from at games with their little fucking recorder.
What's the difference? What's the difference from back in the day to now?
Because social media.
It's because
speed.
No, not speed. Speed in a way, but in a paper, you couldn't get fans' reactions and data and replies on papers.
And no one's
now you
forwarding
can.
you.
If you put on an article, you have to have it fact checked because someone will fact check you in the comments.
You get fact checked straight away, like,
and then in 30 seconds, your name, your credibility on a story can be gone.
And that's why you have to come with it, like CHAMMAS has done. So just say, I was the dude through the 2000s who got just written. You would write something, it would be in the Telegraph, and you had no comment section, no one had this sort of comments, no podcasts, no platforms, no nothing. It was like they had full power. Yeah. Now they don't. You fucking better, if you're writing a story again, Jerome Luai or Latrell or something like that, you better have facts.
Can I
Gordie,
play this
anyone, you can't come with it.
Can I play this one clip from CHAMMAS, which I thought was quite good from him a few weeks ago? He's talking about his role.
Do I really care about the opinion of a journo in regards to the football or the cricket or the sport that I don't go to the journo for opinion on the football. I'll listen to Andrew Johns or Cooper Cronk or Matty Johns, and I'd love to hear what they say. Gus and all these guys, I hear their opinion on the game, but I don't really care. Like, I've always been told, no one cares what you think, they care what you know. And that's
fair point.
That's sort of the mantra I try and
good.
With what I do.
I don't mind CHAMMAS. I actually don't mind CHAMMAS out of all of them. I don't mind Danny Widler. I've had run-ins with most media people, but I don't take it personal. I don't give a fuck about what they do. Just get your facts right if you're going to write some shit about me. And I was just that whipping boy during that time where I'm like, okay, well, you fucking can't really write that much about me now because I'm not a fucking idiot like you tried to portray. And we got this platform. And
but you were a good clickbait back in the day
good
too.
clickbait.
Your name was awesome.
Great clickbait. But now
stuff.
it's like you don't see shit apart from level stuff, and it's all positivity stuff. It's all positive because they know what sort of person I am. If I see him fucking writing shit, I see them as at places like
Functions.
the New South Wales thing, and I'll front you. You know what I mean? And go, why do you write that shit for? You know, because now they have to have a really legit reason to fucking hammer someone. Otherwise, what CHAMMAS just said, no one cares about what you say. You know what I mean? Your opinion on the game. We don't give a fuck. You're going to listen to people who actually know about the game, about football, right? So the younger journos are getting it because they're coming through the social media thing. It's the old fuckers like Buzz and all those blokes. They just don't care because they think when they were sitting at the top of the tree for and I love Buzz. We've got a love-hate relationship too. Yeah. He was fucking destroying me during those years, right? And I was like, fuck yeah. Like it was petty shit, right? It wasn't. And
even if someone has write something about you, and even over the years, it feels like you've got the ability to get pissed off in that.
Yeah,
but if you see him face to face, you'll happily go up to him,
shake hands, say what's going on. Why'd you write that? We laugh about it. Look, like Andrew Webster, good dude. Even Paul Kent, good dude. Because once they find you have a couple of beers, and everyone are normal people. They're doing their job, right? Which back then was all sensationalised. The bigger the story, the more telegraphs get, all the pieces get more sold. Fairfax, all this shit. Bigger the story, bigger the bullshit. We were the cannon fodder, the players, right? Because we had no platform and you just had to fucking deal with it. And it really didn't affect me at all. Like, because I knew it was fuck, who cares? Just Willie Mason being seen walking out of a fucking nightclub 6 a.m. Yeah, it's probably fucking 10 a.m. Who cares? You got it wrong. You got all the facts wrong. So get your facts right, mate. But I'm just saying it was real petty stuff about that, and that's like that would never sell now. They don't care because players.
That would sell.
What would? Yeah, because but the clubs aren't open until 10 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
Fucking T2 shut. The courthouse is done.
Oh, good times. Do you reckon Michael CHAMMAS? Do you reckon he'll be on the plane going over? And if so, will he be wearing his mongrel boots?
He might be on our plane.
Yeah,
we'll be over there. I hope CHAMMAS is over there reporting, right? Because we're going to be doing stuff. I'm going to be doing stuff for 7 while I'm over there as well. We'll be obviously doing stuff with the Wanderers. So we'll be in. We'll be there after games.
Yep.
We'll be doing stuff. I'll be interviewing the players and everything like that. We'll cut it through levels and everything. So we'll have access. It'll be good.
All right. Well, mongrel boots, that was a part of the mongrel Michael CHAMMAS. Yeah, he's got a bit of mongrel.
Keep it up, mate.
Mongrel boots are Aussie owned, Aussie made. They are tough. They are a tough Aussie work boot that are comfy, designed and built for the job. So maybe for the plane,
it's easy. Are you going to travel in your mongrels?
Maybe you travel in your mongrels.
It's easier in mongrels.
I'll tell you what, if you're going up against Gordie, you make sure you got the steel caps on.
The big steel caps on.
Gordie will be in business. He'll be in fucking economy.
If you're looking to get mongrels, head to mongrelboots.com.au to find your favourite boot and local retailer.
Yeah, nice. Anyway, I want to, little CHAMMAS, just keep that energy up because I like what he's doing. All right, he's got facts and he says it, he sticks by it. So just keep doing that. Like, and he's gone up again. He's 2. Like Gus, I hope Gus ain't like going, hey, get rid of this motherfucker next year for having a crack. I think the old Gus would have done that. Maybe going off what you're saying, he's still got the old Gus in him.
We'll see. I can't wait to see when they roll out the first episode. Of
100% footy. Who's on it? Hey, could be fucking. Could be our boy. Could be Justin Horo.
They do rotate between Danny Wadler and CHAMMAS. So maybe they if he's not on by the second episode, he's done.
They go all right.
I don't think they'll drop him. He's power rankings.
Don't say undroppable. You're not giving Gus enough credit, Luke. You're thinking CHAMMAS is doing leveling up.
He'll ruin your media career just because you're sticking up for CHAMMAS.
He could tell Mace to get rid of you and you could be gone next week.
Indirectly, I'm like, oh, fucking hell.
I might have to argue with Mace to keep you
I might get a call saying, come in the office. Who's that little motherfucker? The bro, they call.
Why is he, hey, Mace,
what's he doing?
Sticking up for CHAMMAS on your show for?
Is he a journo?
Come on, how's it saying?
Oh no, another editor. He's fucking.
I have a mongrels on, that's
Gus,
for sure.
Gus, we can't get another editor. Leave him alone. He's
Gus.
our guy.
I was with Gus on the weekend watching the women's play.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was out there. Got a bit of a talent up, but it was good. Like, there was a Channel 9 game out there.
Nice.
Took the little fella out, Archer.
Yeah?
Mate, he's smart. He goes, because I'm taking to a couple of games. I took him to the Raiders game.
Yeah.
Massive crowd, right? But still loves the spectacle of, because what kid doesn't like lollies and shit, right? So we weren't in the executive, the suites or anything at Belmore then, but because there was probably about 4,000 people there. I think it was the biggest crowd for a women's game at Belmore.
Awesome.
Because Channel 9 were there, and so Arch got access to all the suites and stuff. The suites is, you sit down and you got
suites and suites.
Yeah, suites with fucking
and
just
suites with a W.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, Daddy. Then all of a sudden, Sonny goes, Daddy, we going to football again? I said, oh, you're so smart. And he was just playing, running up and down. He had a ball.
Did they get pumped?
They got pumped.
Who'd they play? Roosters.
They played the Raiders, and the Raiders have been coming last.
Oh wow. Yeah, the Raiders have won back to back now. Then.
Yeah, they're going all right. It's just a learning curve for the girls. They need to understand that.
While everyone's locked in, everyone's enjoying the first part of the show, I want to remind everyone to like and subscribe the show. We don't do it as much as we did last year, but it is a big support and we continue to get those numbers going, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Instagram, whether it's our huge TikTok following. Go on, like us, follow us, subscribe on Apple and Spotify as well. It helps build out the show. Really appreciate you.
Where are we on TikTok?
92. We're slow. It's a slow burn to catch that.
It's that it is a slow burn, isn't it? But look, do you see that the bit after Origin, everyone just sort of goes to sleep.
Everything.
Now it's back up.
It's coming up.
You can see by the
finals.
numbers there. I'm like, you can see even on our little reels and stuff everyone's just watching and watching.
The footy has been it's ramping up. We've got some really good games. It's not ramping up for Desi, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So this is just reported before I started the show. So I got a few notes here, Mace. Hasler's fate has been sealed. The Titans have confirmed that Des Hasler will depart the Gold Coast club at the end of 2025. Josh Hannay will set to take over in 2026. So, in a statement released on this morning, the Titans revealed the decision to move on from Hasler has been made with a clause in the contract. So, now they're mathematically eliminated from 2025. It gave him the ability to execute that clause, and he will not be there in 2026. Josh Hannay is a name that has been thrown around for a number of clubs.
Good coach.
Yeah, thoughts on?
Josh Hannay's been around. He's been around the block for a couple of for years, right? I thought. I think he would have been eyeing the North Queensland job because he's a Cowboys junior, right?
Yep.
I remember playing against Josh Hannay. Remember Josh Hannay debuted when he was 16.
Was that early?
Yeah. When I was
Josh Hannay was nice.
Yeah, good player.
Yeah.
Good player. But when we were coming through, everyone knew this Josh Hannay kid, like Super League and everything. Like he played. I'm pretty sure he was 16 or 17.
Okay.
Really young. No. They tried to play him as a 16-year-old, but then he had to wait.
Yeah.
I think Josh Hannay will be a very successful coach. He's done everything like the roles, Jason Rolls. He's been in the system for ages. He's been involved in the Queensland team for ages. You know what I mean? So I was only he's just been waiting for the right team.
So if he's looking at the Cowboys, I reckon he'd probably have to wait until at least next year, just because even before the results from yesterday, I think it was probably fair to give Todd Payton at least one more season to see if he could figure it out. The other one was the link was Newcastle. Now the reports were, remember 3 weeks ago around the Rugby 360 around Kalen was that he was more open to just moving those discussions, put him in the back burner with Hannay. Now, it wasn't confirmed or anything like that, but those were the reports. So Newcastle are now out of the running for obviously Josh Hannay.
Blake Green's the interim up there, I think.
Yep.
Will be.
Brian McDermott as well. He's the assistant coach who was at Leeds.
I don't know what you can do, like just say with the attack being so awful up there, right? And like, what is Blake Green the attacking coach?
Blake's the attacking coach, and what's his name? McDermott.
Yeah,
but
I don't know. It's like, but I know that's what I'm saying. But I'm like, then Adam O'Brien oversees everything, right? But I know the assistants are the ones that implement the attacking scheme, and the defensive scheme.
Yeah.
So fuck, you're going to get the same thing if you're going to keep both assistant coaches.
Who knows? That's because that's a hypothetical now at this point because Adam O'Brien's not done. We'll stay with Desi. So Desi, do you think that's it for Desi? 500 games he's coached. Do you think Desi will get another gig anywhere? And do you think it's the right decision for the Titans?
No, it's 2 years. This is second year.
Yeah.
Third year.
Yeah, third year.
I'm always big on that, and you're bigger on it on the third year. I'm just like 1 and 2's sort of sort of trying to figure out your roster. The players are still getting used to you.
Yep.
Right, and your schemes and different looks and how you attack and your coachings, everything just it takes time. It's not 2 years, like it's minimum 3. And if you're not getting anything in 3, you fucking should be done, right?
Yep.
Players aren't listening. It's not getting through. The message ain't getting through, and obviously isn't. It's the bottom 4 for the last 2 years. Pretty much.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, so they're in the fight with Newcastle for the wooden spoon right now. It seems it will be them too,
and they've got 4. Origin
14
players.
last year.
Origin players. They got 4 Origin players.
But yeah, it's a weird one, right? Like they've had. Do you see his depressor?
No.
So I've got
that was wow.
It was heavy. So it started off.
Journo just hard in the paint.
Yeah. So
I heard about the questions.
Here, watch this.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
All right. Let you involve in this one, and maybe we can turn the power back up for this one so you can.
His injection. So he came on. He did some nice touches.
Yes, can you explain us the situation with Dave Fifita and his future?
Well, Dave at the moment is making his way back, as you know, from mental surgery. So he will come back from that and he'll go into rehab. He's signed for next year. So he's signed for 26.
Have you given him permission to seek interest from other clubs?
He's signed for 26.
Have you given him permission to seek interest?
He's signed for 26.
You're not answering the question, Des.
I'm not going to answer.
It's an important issue of the club.
No, it's not. No, we're not going to answer. We have to discuss retention on this platform.
Yeah, but that's just a cop-out.
But that's not.
It is a cop-out.
No, it's not.
Mate, have a look at the crowd out there tonight. They're all Warriors fans. It's embarrassing.
He's signed for 26.
Who's that journo?
So I checked the comments, and I'm not 100% on it. I'm with you, mate.
What a tool.
I reckon he went way over the top on this, and I'm big on journo sort of. We talked about it before.
Some respect, mate.
I believe once Desi answered the question, right? So he's entitled to ask, all right, Des, come on, what's the go? Once Desi said we do not speak about retention
on this
platform, that is 100% fair.
Yeah.
I believe the name is. And this is, I went on the Titans, I went on the presser and went down to the comments. So I'm not 100%, but someone said that it's Daniel Ramis from Fox Sports. I've never heard of him before, Lukey.
Even Petty's things like, see the crowd out there, it was embarrassing.
Yeah, that was low.
Like, what are you talking? Who cares?
I think he went in with a preconceived idea that he was going to hit Desi with this, that there was going to be more fireworks, and it didn't go that way.
Sucks shit.
And he lost his cool. Desi handled it perfectly.
Yeah, you can't break Des. Des breaks himself. Yeah. If he wants to go hard, he goes hard. If not, he has no respect for this guy. Hey, come on. That's terrible journalism.
Yeah, that's the opposite of what we're talking about, right? Yeah. That's going in with
some fucking
you got to be able to keep
pointers
cool.
off fucking CHAMMAS.
And even with the remark about the Warriors having more fans than the Titans. The Warriors fans travel better than any fan base in the competition.
Heap of Maoris
and there's a lot of
coast, bro.
Go Gold Coast and Broncos games and even Dolphins, you'll see it almost feels like, and I called games where it feels like a 50-50 split, even if it isn't the case, right? Because they're so loud, they get behind their team. So Daniel Ramis,
even if it is,
that ain't it.
That ain't Ramis, get better at your job.
Yeah, get better, mate, because you lost your cool.
That's like a rookie going in there. If he's working for Fox going in there like, what's David? Yeah, he signed for 26. Like Des doesn't have to break that down.
No.
And go in to see what Des would probably know at that moment then that he's fucking not even going to be there next year.
Probably.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like he would have an inkling. And
it's the low-hanging fruit for the journo too, right? It's
trying to just piss him off.
Going after Des because you'd assume that Des is highly frustrated. Yeah. It's now it's confirmed, but it was very likely that he was going to lose his job at some point this year, and he went in there looking for clickbait.
Yeah.
And this is the opposite of what we're talking about.
Do you think of like these journos don't think about, you know, Des is a husband, he's got kids, he's got responsibilities and everything like that. Like, he just lost his fucking job.
Oh, well, he doesn't know for sure at this point.
You know, well, he fucking has. He's gonna get sacked. You know what I mean? And then he has to go through the whole fucking merry-go-round of coaching again. Like, it's stressful.
Yeah. Have
Like,
you got
just
any background with
do we
this?
think about?
I can't confirm it anyway.
Do the journos think about that? Right? You know, like, just it's a grown-ass man. It's a human. He's a coach. He's a father. He's everything. You know what I mean? He's trying to be a mentor to these young kids. He's just going to lose his job. Fuckhead journalists like that should just shut up. There's nothing good to say. Just shut up.
No, it's exactly what
Do your job.
It's exactly what we're talking about with Lukey, where Shammas said, like, you don't just so asking the question's fine. Doubling down, tripling down. When he gives you an explanation why, right? That's when you shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Rather than
pivot, ask another question.
Rather than, all right, this hasn't gone where I think it's going to go. What else? Like, if there was frustration, I don't know if he's a Titans fan too, by the way. Like, what? Why is he doubling down and tripling down talking about the crowd, the Warriors fans? It was
what's that got to do with Des?
It was low journalism.
But what's that got to do with Des? Like, did you see the crowd out there? It was embarrassing.
Well, so you could factor in the
Des's
crowd
fault.
with the results and all the indecision. But in saying that, that's not the reason. That was just more like he maybe thought he had that in the back pocket if Des had replied with something.
I reckon he would have thought, all right, Des is on his last little thing here.
Yeah.
I'll piss him off so much that he'll give me some massive clickbait and, you know, he'll get sacked, so he won't really care. He's playing with house money. Who cares if he gets fined? He's thinking that. Des is too smart for you.
Too smart.
Yeah.
Too smart.
Go back to preschool.
No, because there's a couple of names mentioned in those comments. So
Okay.
Just take his
I
name
wouldn't
out.
pin it on anyone in particular.
No,
Okay, we'll just make that clear. Like I said that at the start. That was a name that was thrown in. I
Get
could
in
be
the
wrong.
comments, whoever knows this guy's name.
Or knows the voice.
The
that
voice.
can clarify.
Some journo would have been in there.
I think, from what I understand, it's a gentleman called Travis Main, but
Probably
it could be wrong because Courier Mail. It's
Works
a
for
Courier
the
Mail.
fucking
that makes sense.
Gold Coast
that makes
Bulletin.
sense because
And they've published it, and his name's linked to the article.
Okay, so Travis
could be
Main.
wrong.
Could be Travis Main for fucking...
he's a veteran too. He's a veteran, Travis.
The Gold Coast Bulletin.
What does he look like? I've always heard the name. He's heavily involved in. So that makes sense. That makes sense with him because I believe he was one of the journos in the building the Titans thing. What's that called? Remember the Titans?
Oh,
document?
yeah, the one that Matty Adiponio did.
Yeah. So I think he was a part of that. So then that makes sense with the crowd stuff because I believe he might be an actual Titans fan. But still, he missed the mark. And not a rookie. So he doesn't get a rookie pass as well.
No.
He lost, mate. You lost.
He just lost his cool.
Yeah.
He definitely reports on the Titans on Twitter. So.
Yeah.
He just
Anyway,
probably hates. He just hates Des.
Like we just said, at the start, I said I wasn't 100%. I just seen that there was names thrown out, and if it is him, it's going to be one of the two. Hopefully, hopefully you haven't gone. Hopefully, there's not a third mystery reporter that we're missing.
That's like 18 years
whether
old.
it is Daniel or it's Travis,
Don't be a burger.
don't be a burger. All right, mate, you ready to crack a Red Bull?
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Yeah.
crack it. Your OG Bull, famous Manly victory, 13 plus.
Who would have thought? Like, I was just thinking, how the hell does Manly do this? And I watched it. I didn't watch it live. I had to watch it because I was busy. But Tom Trbojevic, what the hell was that?
How did you say his name then?
Trbojevic?
Trbojevic. Is that right? Trbojevic?
That's right.
Trbojevic?
I don't know. Now I'm second guessing myself.
Trbojevic. 2 tries. 3 tries this. 22 runs of 205. 2 tackle breaks, 2 line breaks, 5 offloads.
Vintage
That's
turbo.
vintage turbo. That's 2021.
Yeah.
That was unstoppable turbo. Near the line. Remember I said dummy go by himself. He's going to get one of those. Did that easily. The balls that he was throwing. Kohler was outstanding. DCE was outstanding. The whole team. They just proves how much this says a lot about DCE. 350 games and they all went, you know what? Fucking don't care what's been going on. I care about what you've done for this club and what you've 350 games, bled for the club, won a lot of games for this club. We need to get one more. effort for you.
And you have to factor in across the board.
have to.
Last week, the performance against the Tigers, where it was DC had copped the brunt of it, and deservedly so. There were a couple of moments that he would love to have back for sure.
Yep.
But across the board, they were just off the mark against the Tigers, right? Like the scoreline didn't reflect sort of the distance that I felt watching that game between the two teams, and pretty much everyone was awake. They were woken up straight away at the start of the game because the Dolphins went over.
Yeah,
in the
and I was
first
just
minute.
thinking, oh, here we go again. And then I was just like, because I knew the score before I watched the game, because I watched the 4 o'clock game first live, and then I come and watch this one, the second one. I was like, 58? What? I was just thinking, how's this happen?
Yeah.
And then I knew that Trebojevic scored the fucking tries and was just putting on an absolute clinic. Everyone just followed suit.
Yeah.
They've just been on fire. It'd be so frustrating being an Eagles fan when they do this to a Dolphins team who's got everything to play for. Everything. Top 8 spot on the line.
And results went their way too.
Yeah.
After the fact. So.
Roosters would be sitting there going, thank goodness the Dolphins fucked it.
Yeah.
And Manly got them.
Yeah. I've got a question about Seems a little bit later on. I don't even know if he's like a Manly fan, but we'll talk a little bit about him later on. Let's go from one of my old teams to my other.
Anyway,
let's go from Manly.
So anyway, Tom Trebojevic, outstanding. If he can just keep this up, I think he's going to get I'd be putting him on the tour.
I would have had him on the tour regardless.
But I'm like, if he's anywhere near like this, like that is what you need. As I'm not sure where you put him, fullback, centre, wing.
I think he'd be centre for Australia like he was last year.
Fucking outstanding.
Yeah.
Too good.
You know what? Even if Dylan isn't fit or for whatever reason doesn't go, like Teddy's form's been that good. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't get a jersey back.
I think Dylan Edwards sits this one out because I reckon he's that banged up.
Yeah. I saw an article this morning.
Yeah, he's that banged up. I wouldn't be surprised if you see a couple of the Penrith boys.
Yeah.
Yowie, even I'd just say Yowie needs
Liam
a little clean up. Liam Martin's been banged up. Nath, I think he's fine, but like if I would not be surprised if all 4 are going in under the knife and just have a full preseason and just real lock in for Penrith next year and the World Cup.
So Teddy fullback, Turbo centre.
Yeah, we can fit. We can
figure it out.
The Aussie teams you're usually going to pick about 2 or 3, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, and they deserve a rest.
Yep.
That's what happens.
All right, my Scopes Young Buck for Red Bull this week is Riley Smith from the Parramatta Eels. Riley Smith had 1 carry for 6 metres.
Stat man.
He had no other attacking stats of note. No line breaks, no tackle breaks. No.
What are you doing?
Mate, that's not where he adds value to this team. And Lukey, if you're watching the games properly, he does so much of the shitty things that are not going to get you the notoriety. They're not going to get you the headlines. They're not going to get other media outlets or podcasts speaking about you. But, mate, he inside pressures. You talk about inside pressures all the time, mate.
I love it.
He's the king of it.
I just thought he would have had more than 1 run.
He doesn't have to. He has kick pressures. So Hugo Savala has had a breakout season for the Roosters this year because of his pinpoint kicks and his game management for such a young guy. He was under duress Riley Smith harassed him 70% of the time. So I want to give him a huge shout out because Savala's been so good, and especially with Sam Walker going off, it gave Riley the ability to look up from marker and go, where's Hugo? There's Hugo. Go and get him. And the only joy that they were having was in and around Nwanganitawase, right? Going up and getting the ball. So just that pressure that Riley applied to him, I think he's one of those guys that, again, it's a story you love. Development deal at the start of the year. I had Parramatta fans hitting my DMs in the off-season telling me he's killing it at training. Remember, Lukey? And he has well and truly lived up to it. He could have, I guess when the Talon de Silva trade happened too, he could have, maybe gone the other way, kick stones. He's taken that as a challenge. I think he played the first 58 minutes straight. He went and then Talon de Silva come off, who's just been given the new big contract as well too, by the way.
That's what happens. I love it.
It's brought out the best in him.
Yep.
And I think a lot of people in Para fans, when the Talon de Silva contract first happened, they're sort of like, I like it, but geez, Riley Smith's done nothing wrong this year.
4 years.
Like
for talent.
I'm still not giving up on talent. I'm just trying to, highlight what Riley's been doing. And I guess the love, and I can see it. You can see it in the comments. People love Riley Smith there.
Because you got to remember as well, we had Brendan Hands at the start of the season as well. And then he pushed him out of
Straight
contention,
away.
back over to France.
And even Joey Lussick's come in and played at times over the last couple of years.
Yeah, I like Riley Smith. I was very surprised at the Talon de Silva signings because I thought that they would have had the Hands kid, but I didn't know that Hands went. So you need 2 9s.
Well, he definitely doesn't have the skill set and the creativity around the ruck that Talon does. So if they can marriage it perfectly, and I think the competition's going towards small ball, like we continually talk about. Maybe he can go into a lock position to play more footy, but no matter what, he's got to be a part of Roll's best 17 moving forward. He's been awesome for him. So. And really good service, Mace. He puts him out in front of Mitchie a lot of the time, when you got Joe Ash, Mitch, and Isaiah Yongi, you don't need that guy to continually break the ruck down. Just get them the ball, and that's what he does really well. And Dylan Walker.
Yeah, no, you don't. You don't need the fancy shit, and that's what you need if they do a little swap with Talon de Silva. Like he's a lot more creative. You can create stuff when you get the ascendancy in the middle.
Maybe you bring on Talon in games where you chase some points.
That ain't happening at the start of games because Moses, as you see when he's ripped into Talon before, give me the fucking ball. Don't be like trying to engage markers and all that sort of shit because you know how quick A's and B's and markers work. Yeah. If you've got no inside support, they're fucking beelining for your inside hip. So that little one step that you're taking out is 2 meters for the guys at A and B and marker. Yeah. So the hookers need to know, fuck, she's from the ground all the time. Unless it's a quick play the ball, then you can run. Yep. And if there's markers down, it ain't that creativity anymore. You got to know when to do it. And Appy was guilty of that as well. That's why that's why
it can be hard to play with
Madge. That's why Madge went with Robson at the start for Origin because he wants the ball from the ground. I want Cleary to get the ball. I want Moses to get the ball straight away. Run it when you have to run it when it's down on the ground and when there's markers on the ground. But it's a fine line. Appy's obviously a master at that sort of shit. He's great at it. But some of these young nines who
overdo it.
Yeah, they've overdone. They want it all to be about them. It's not it anymore.
Yeah, Riley gives, and we've said this all along. He gives Reedy vibes, right? And when Mitchie was going to the grand final, he's getting early ball. Yep. It's up to him and Dylan Brown were getting it. So he does have Reedy feels about him.
Yeah, he does
from the Parramatta days.
Fucking looks like him.
Yeah.
I know obviously if you take the headgear off and everything like that, but you leave the headgear on there, and if he had a normal same colour headgear, it's the same build, and he's got a little goatee, and it just fucking looks like him. Yeah. Little chubby head on him.
Here's a reply from Thursday's episode. A lot of people disagreed with me on this. I thought our fan base were going to follow the skip. And someone even asked the question whether you actually bought into my interpretation too, Mace. We'll discuss it properly. So Phil Murdoch wrote, Scope, you're only half right. He believes Penrith are using it to stay in the ruck as a strategy. These guys are in the ruck watching where the defensive side is short on one side, and they roll to the tackle on the other side, forcing them to go short. Now, that is a deep dive. I haven't had enough time to look into that. Would I be surprised if that's the case? No, I wouldn't, because I know Penrith are detailed with everything that they do, but I think across the board, for most of the time, someone said your body language on the potty on Thursday looked like you sort of didn't disagree with me, Mace, around some of these guys in the dead Marines.
Because it's a thing. It's a thing because I was watching it on the weekend.
Okay, yeah, sweet.
Watching it on the weekend closely, just that little thing, and there was a lot of people just hanging, just say like, and this was any team. Some teams were just getting up, and this is where they should penalise. If you're getting up and you're standing right in the way of where the 9 wants to pass, usually to the 7. They're just standing there and they have to go the other side. Okay. They were doing that a fair bit, a little bit more than I thought. And I think maybe if you're a dead Marine and you're getting up, and we said last week, stay down. Don't stand up. Some of these guys were standing up in the ruck, and they're fucking. That's where you should penalise. Okay. You're making the 9 go. I can't pass it into him otherwise because it's a penalty. Yep. So I've got to go the other way and burn a tackle.
Gotcha.
That happened probably about 2 or 3 times on the weekend.
So I only did this. I did all my comments this morning, all the replies. Yeah. So if I'd got these comments before the weekend, I'm definitely open to watching it back now that I'm aware of it and being made aware of specific examples. But my big thing was, I think a lot of the times, because there were the penalties at stages where players were getting the ball thrown into them, I think if they lose that position for the most part, they're just standing there to make sure that the guy can pass the ball and then they go. Yeah. But if
some were doing a little bit more.
I'm really big on using our audience to help me come up with information. So I'm open to watching it over the weekend, because I'll watch it closely now with the Penrith game, as this is an example, and see if I can see if there's any validity in it from my point. I'm going to watch it over the weekend.
And sometimes, there's no way that Penrith's main mindset is to win every tackle. They barely lose one.
Yeah.
Right? And it's not, they're not looking at it like which is the short side and which is the long side to which ruck they fucking roll over with. I'm telling you, that is not a thing that is going through the middle's head, because it has to be the perfect technique for you to roll on one side, and you could lose control of the ball, you could lose control of the legs, so that is not happening in the middle.
Okay, so specific side you think might be a bit of an exaggeration, but you
Big
do
time.
think there's some validity in players are realising they might have lost it and just taking their time if maybe they feel like they're on an edge that can be exposed.
Or if they're just say, if I'm on the right side of the post and you know they've got 2 or 3 and they've got 4 or 5, they'll fucking hang on that side.
Gotcha.
If they're the left 4 or the left 3.
And what, they're happy to take a penalty?
Yeah, they just, but the 9 will just not really do much. He'll just go that way.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's on purpose.
Okay.
Maybe they're just in the fucking way because they're a dead Marine. They're the third man in. They're trying to get back to their spot, and they're fucking just sort of like getting near the 9. It's becoming quite annoying for the 9. So if it is something that they are looking at, like teams actually doing it to as a ploy, like come on, like it's a little bit too deep. And that's not happening enough for it to cause that many dramas like that.
Well, I'm willing to have a look
Just
at
watch
it.
it. We watch it closely this weekend.
Yeah, I will.
Especially Penrith.
All right, Papa Macros are on board again this year. Remember, if you haven't ordered, I ripped into Papa Macros this morning already. Papa Macros yesterday afternoon. I had a double up actually. I was feeling a little bit sorry for myself after Cherry's 350th, and I wanted to make sure that I didn't double down with bad decisions. So I had a few beverages on Saturday night, and the easy option is to do something silly, go and order some fast food or whatever. I pumped out Papa Macros.
What'd you eat?
I had, even though it's probably one of the ones with a little bit of grey area in Papa Macros, I had the chicken schnitzel mac and cheese.
That's good.
Hey.
Yeah, it's good, eh?
It is.
It is good.
Hey,
That's
awesome.
awesome.
You're like, how's this?
No. You just eat it, mate. Just say whatever the calories and protein.
And I go,
done.
6 again. And I doubled up with the lasagna as well.
Yeah, good.
I had the lasagna a little bit later on. Way better option than what I probably would. If I didn't have those boxes, I'm definitely eating worse. Put it that way. So if you want to get Papa Macros, put in the code levels30 for $30 off your first box, or levels10 for 10% off all future orders. Those are all capital letters as well. So levels 30, $30 off the first box. Levels 10, 10%. Got a question here from Tamati Young, and it's around a Sieb sticking point. And I had a question asked to me on the what's it called? The captain's run. I was going to say the run home. Captain's run was with Kempy last week. Hey lads, and some good points here, but we'll discuss it after this, mate. Hey lads, L1 from day one here. I've been thinking about Anthony SEIBOLD and the environments he creates as a head coach. On paper, he's got the pedigree. You don't get to lead clubs like South, Broncos, and Manly without having serious coaching knowledge. But there's the sticking point. Does he really carry that aura, that presence to shoulder big calls and steer a club with consistency? Look at the upper tier, Bellamy, Bennett, Stewart, Robinson, Cleary. They're not just tacticians, they command the room. They hold the mantle. SEIBOLD has had the big Broncos contract, 5 years, gone after 2. Now he's 2 years into Manly, and from the outside, it still doesn't feel like there's a positive direction. So do you think he's got what it takes to be the guy at NRL level? Is this a SEIBOLD thing, or does Manly have its own energy that makes it hard to grab that mantle? And through your own careers, have you had head coaches, while sharp on paper, just couldn't quite hold that space? Love the potty, keep it rolling. So much to unpack there, mate. So much to unpack there. I will say, I'll start off with this. I think it's been a chaotic year, and there's a number of people that are involved in what's happening with Manly this year, but you can't, even though the bias towards my mate, you have to factor in that decision and how that all went about with even behind the scenes management and all that stuff. I'm in the same category as Des. As we know, Desi's now gone, but I believe Siebes gets next year and sees how the transition to Fogarty goes at least.
Yeah.
And I've only spent a couple of times with Siebes, caught a couple of games with him. 100% agree where he's got a really good footy. Like when
defensively smart too.
When you sit there and have a chat to footy about to Siebes about footy, he always gives me some good little nuggets. I didn't like sort of, when you've been out of the game for so long, you're like, oh yeah, that's what they're looking at. That's what's important and all these little indicators. But for sure, in order for him to take the next step, there has to be that aura that Tamati's speaking about with regards to big decisions, holding you. And he's been at two big clubs that are similar in the sense where you have old boy distractions and outsiders like Mace, you were there as well. And
when you had Bozo and all those Peter Peters and all that hierarchy at Manly, I know what it's like at some clubs because I was at the Roosters, I was at Canterbury.
Big clubs.
They're big clubs, man. You're talking about CEOs, chairmans, and different boards,
old boys,
and everyone's got to say. You're talking
passionate fan bases.
You're talking about a 90-year-old club here, the Bulldogs, 1935. Manly, 60, 70 years.
Yep.
Roosters, foundation club.
They're all winners too,
yeah,
mate.
all winners.
They've all won multiple premierships.
So when this guy talks about the aura of these other coaches, what have they got in common? They've won. So as soon as you win, your aura level goes up.
Maybe only Sticky's the outlier on this.
Stick won in 02, but he's coached Origin, he's coached Australia.
Well, I think the thing that goes back to Sticky and the thing that's favoured him, right, is the relationships and also him getting the runs on the board with. Like you've got to take things into account sometimes, and Sticky for a while struggled to recruit because of geographically you can't deny that people aren't players weren't going out of their way to sign with Sticky. But you're right, he did have the runs on the board, and he definitely has aura.
Yeah, he's got aura. You want to play for Sticky? Sticky got the best out of me as a coach. So did Wayne. So did Belly. I was privileged enough to get coached by those guys. I know how they act, and I see aura, and I know what fucking a coach looks like. And you go, fuck, I want to play for him. I don't want to let him down. You know what I mean? That's Stewart, that's Bennett, that's Bellamy, that's Steve Folkes. You know what I mean? I'm like, as some other coaches, I'm like,
fuck, you had some pretty good coaches.
I don't give I couldn't care less about what you think. I love Freddie for a little bit, and then Freddie was, went on his own little journey. Yep. Freddie had that aura as well, but he just didn't really stick with it long enough. He coached for 18 months.
It's not easy, is it?
No, it's not easy because it's fucking week in, week out, looking after different characters, different players, and caring about people, putting a lot of your energy out there. You got to put yourself out there. You got to care about people. And I'm not sure, I don't know Siebes well enough to sit there and go, he doesn't have aura, he doesn't have this shit, he can't hold a room. He must have something. But one thing they have in common, that group that they're the Bellamy, Bennett, Stewart, Robbo, Cleary, they're all winners, man. As soon as you win, you fucking go up levels in everybody's book.
Fair.
You know what I mean? Cleary won 4 in a row. Fucking oath. You can walk into a room and go, damn, you coached Penrith. That's Penrith coach? All those other guys, Bellamy walks in a room, Bennett, Stewart, they all hold the room and they're all leaders of men. They're all leaders of men. That's one of the things you got to really put in. Is SEIBOLD, is he a leader of men? Right? Do you look at him and go, fuck yeah, I would run out, he's our guy? I don't know. Yeah. I'm not sure. Yep. There's a lot of coaches and players look at those coaches and go, fuck, you either hold the room and you want to play for them, or you just go, he's just talking words.
You know what's a common denominator too with those guys?
And I don't care about them.
The only one outside of Ivan is they all won fairly. When did Wayne win? Did he win early?
Wayne won. He was in the '87 grand final, coaching Canberra with Don Ferner was the coach. He was the assistant. Then he went up to Brisbane.
Yep.
And then he just fucking won. 92, 93, 90, 92, 93.
Yeah. Bellamy?
98, 97, 2000, 2006.
How long did it take for Belly
won
his
2007.
Yeah.
And they got an asterisk on that. So he didn't really win till 12.
Yeah.
If you go by the asterisks on 7 and 9, I look at 7 and he's won that.
No, the reason it's important that you highlight the first year, whatever way you feel about it, is because then all that stuff followed, right? But it takes off that external pressure of not being a premiership winner.
So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5th year he won.
There you go.
So as soon as he did that, the aura went boom, straight up here because regardless of what all the supporters and everything think, it's what matters in Melbourne Storm.
Yep.
He fucking won 7 and 9, got him to 8, got him to 9, got him to 12, all that sort of shit. So he's the king down there. Same as Robbo did it in his first year.
Yep. Sticky did
straight away. Sticky did it in 02, first year.
Yep.
And then got to 2 other grand finals, 4 and 5, so 3 in a row. So he could have fucking, if it wasn't for us and Penrith just pipping him at the end, he could have fucking won 3 in a row, Ricky Stewart. But people in people's heads go, he's fucking got it. Ricky Stewart's got it. He's that guy. Like then he coaches Origin. Boom, we win that. We win fucking, Australia, all that kind of stuff. We lose the World Cup in 08. Aura levels go down, right? And then he fucking left he went to Cronulla and all the other stuff. But yeah, I don't think SEIBOLD is nowhere near those levels yet. I need to see more of him as a coach with players like a DCE not involved in the club. Right? I think DCE has got a lot of power still in that club. With him gone, I think it evens out because you don't really have a big character and a person who they'll follow fucking DCE before they follow SEIBOLD.
Yeah, the influence.
I'm talking influence. Like Trbojevic brothers, beautiful people. They're not going to rock the boat, right? So when SEIBOLD has this whole young side that he's pretty much cultivating in the last 2 to 3 years, then I think you might see something special next year.
Yeah, and the beauty of Fogarty too, like he's coming off a winning culture as well, which helps.
Yeah.
So he's coming in from knowing what winning looks like at the Raiders, and winning at the Raiders when not many people expected them to win.
He's fucking going to get him right.
So like the stuff that Fogarty does well, which is sort of opposite to sort of where Ches is now, is coming in and having the ability to sort of just calm things down, like the temperature of the room, for better or worse, whatever way. And I keep saying this, right? Whatever way you look at it, there is going to be less distractions, and then you can judge him and go, all right, has he got the results as a coach? That's
what I want to see. And as I said, the influence that DCE has had on that club since just say the last 6 to 10 years when Snake and all the OGs sort of retired, and it's been his club, right? So now he's gone. SEIBOLD, we go, okay, it's a breath of fresh air. Now I can have full influence on these young brothers. You got Coley, you got Olakau'atu. You're gonna have a full deck of cards, and I think you'll see a different team next year.
We'll see. But
when it comes to aura, he doesn't have it yet.
Winning gives you aura.
Winning gives you aura, right? And I'm just
winning comps gives you aura.
Yeah, winning comps, and then just fucking and all these other guys you see, you've seen them on fucking TV hoisting this thing up, Origin trophies, this, that, like winning.
I'll give you an example.
Aura, that's what it is.
One of my favourite coaches, and only got him for a short period of time, and he did a great job at Parramatta. BA he had an aura about him. He had the respect about him, and then had a good relationship with the players. He never got over that hump of winning. And in the end, as good as a coach I think he was, and the tenure that he had at Parramatta, he's over coaching Leeds right now because of it, right? So as important as it is, and you can be ticking every box, sometimes you just need a little luck and get a win.
Out of all the coaches that I've had, the best aura?
Who?
Baguette. Le Baguette. 0 aura.
Negative aura.
Negative 20 aura. That's what he had.
All right. It felt like the Dragons were negative 20 on the weekend. They were beaten by the Rabbits comfortably, 40-0. This was the pack. And this is going to my point now, mates, where I keep talking about small ball. So South's pack just before and after halftime was Keon and Cheese in the front row. Jamie Humphries had moved to the middle lock position. Jai Arrow and Jacob Host were the back rowers, and Mamazoulis was at hooker. Like, with so much fatigue in the game right now, and this is what I keep talking about, and you're playing Big Clem. Like, you look at the other side, they had Clemmer, they had Goulet, they had Mutters Laurie at times. Even Big Loco Pacific Tonga is sort of the outlier, where I think there's still going to be examples if you've got good leg speed. He's just a pup though, right? But it's going to be so much harder for not only these big boys.
Solid.
He's a little nugget. I think it's going to be so much harder for these big boys to maybe not play NRL, but play consistent NRL.
10-year
and
NRL.
Play in having 2 or 3 of them. I think the league is going towards this small ball.
Got to get the ratio right.
Got to get it right.
You got to get the ratio right, especially with Pacific Islanders and half caste Aussies. You got to get there. We always talk about it. Even back in the 2000s, if you had like 3 or 4 starters that were like full Tongan, full Samoan, like you can blow them out, right? St George seemed to have those guys, some really bigger guys. You got to mix it with you got to have a working back row, strike back row. Lock's got to be my best. The best lock I see is Cam Murray. I love him. Yeah, and I love Yowie.
Yeah,
right. They just play big minutes. You don't have to worry about them. They're like an extra halfback, and
you get extra sub.
If the half ain't doing his job, he'll be running plays. You know, he can get these middles pushing forward. A good communicator in the middle. All those guys, Victor Radley, they're all great.
Yeah,
play edge if you want. Play anywhere. They're like that. Where you can't have big boys all the time with hardly any leg speed. If you get big boys that got great leg speed. Yeah, they're a liar. Is it layer?
Outlier.
Outlier.
Yeah.
Outlier. Payne Haas.
Yeah.
Fanua Blake. Tino.
Yeah.
Big guys, 6'5", 115, 120. Move, footwork, offload, play massive minutes. They're hard to come by.
If you don't like, so if you're a big boy, so just like if you're a Dave Clemmer type or Emery Gula type, right? And you're a big boy, then you got to have at least a little bit of deception. You got to have like a nice little tip on in you. Got to have a little bit of variation or a late offload for you to play. I think in moving forward, if you're a big boy that's got good late footwork and a little bit of leg speed, you're still going to be sweet. I think those guys will still exist for sure. But I can't get past like that pack. I was watching that pack just going, especially when you got like we talked about the weight and the size, like that Ashton Ward dripping wet. Again,
was he close to your dog?
He was to my young buck. He was very close. I had a lot of South fans that were writing in the comments, and here's a good comp for him, and I don't hate it. Luke Keary.
Yeah,
he's got a bit of.
I was going to say that.
That's
all
what
the
South
on
fans.
TikTok.
Yeah. I don't think Keary was that fucking small. Was he?
Kez was
2014.
tiny, but
Maybe come on the scene.
But
A little bit
Kez,
thicker,
yeah,
slightly.
Maybe.
Sorry, he's not as tall.
Yes.
So he looks,
Who Ashton Ward's not as tall.
Ward's taller.
Yeah.
Slightly taller.
Kez is a little bit smaller height-wise, but he had a little bit more chunk. But similar, because Kez was surrounded by giants. He had the Burgess boys, Johnny Sutton, GI. So you're able to look after little Ren and Kez during those. Like now, I'm looking at this pack and going back to the pack going, like, it's not even like he has the big boys. Like, you don't have Triple Burgess.
No, Triple Burgess burger.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, credit to him. He was very close to my young buck.
You were playing against like the 2014 Rabbits. So I was at Newcastle. I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah.
You could, like, they were giants. Like, and the fucking physical as hell. Like, Sammy Burgess was bashing everyone. Georgie, Tom, Sutto. Who's the back row? Benny Teo was on a fucking tear that year. Bro, that was a heart. Reynolds and Keary were just doing the thing. Dylan Walker. You had all these other young, AJ, that fucking GI.
Lottie,
LT come just squeezing in and just put him over the line. I was like, damn. When you look at that team, it's like, that was a decent team. Yeah. That was a grand final.
When you worry, like when the fullback, you worry about the kick returns more of a fullback than you do of kickoffs when you got guys like Burgess. Like, GI was such a problem.
Mate, problem.
I don't mind the comp in saying that that's where you sort of like Ashton Ward's probably not going to get the protection of those teams, but geez, he played good. Also love what Tallis Duncan's doing right now.
Fuck yeah.
When I seen him carry the ball after his try, my first thought was, geez, that was a physical run. And then it made me go and look at his games, not just for a Young Buck nomination, but just to see where he's at. Because I was like, that was a first grader's run, like a proper. You can play first grade, but then you can have first grade traits 50 games in.
He's arrived.
That's when they start to figure it out.
I think he's been weaned on the bench. Couple of little things, back row. Right side back row, left back row, lock. Where does he fit?
Still don't know where he's going to fit.
We still don't know, but he can play centre, and he's proven that at a high level. And then one more preseason, I reckon he can carry 3 kilo of muscle, 3 to 4.
Yep.
There's your fucking right side back row.
Yep.
Or Keon, or
I like him at right side back row.
Yeah, because
even though he's looked pretty good on the left.
And if they get David Fafita, that'll fucking change it. That's a different side next year. You're talking like if everyone is fit at the same time,
that's
and
big if.
Yeah, I know that's the whole big thing. It's a fucking marathon, not a sprint. Look at it now. People just fall over like because you run out of troops, right? Look at South, but they're still fighting.
You know,
little game ending of the year like this can really give confidence to these young guys. Go, fuck, we beat these fucking teams. We had no one. We had like 10, 12 starters out.
Yeah.
Munro looked all right.
Yep.
Right? That was probably his best game. When I see, if he gets his confidence back and he backs himself and all he does is work on his game and his speed, he's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
He's your prototype winger. He's 6'3" or 4".
Last week was big for him going against Fox.
You know, he's a little pushing and shoving, and that's that Indigenous, you know, they're going against each other. Like Latrell has that. He's got that dog in him. I like that. Because you should have more respect for Fox. But I'm just saying,
I think they might even be related.
I think so. Because you can't say shit. Because you can't say shit when you're Fox. When you're getting like the little fella's got you, and like you give him the ball to Fox, and Fox is the sidelines there, and Munro is not small. Bang, and then he sort of gets him, goes, "Yeah, got you, Unk." You know, shit like that.
Cousins.
It's respect. It's respectful.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Like where Latrell gets very disrespectful. But I like the traits that he's doing it. So if he works on his game, because I think he can run a fucking hell of a lot harder. I think he's still carrying a few little
injuries,
soft tissue injuries, where he's not
broken collarbone.
Yeah, he's not peeling off as like for the contact. But when you saw him in the clear, they look like a different man. So when you're going into contact, he's probably thinking, "Fuck, I don't want to break another collarbone." You know, he's very fragile there, so he needs to heal. I expect big things from Tyron Munro.
Jamie Humphries is going to be a victim of his versatility.
Big time.
So I think once they get a full deck of cards and we start looking at trying to make way for find a position for Jai Gray, Jamie Humphries, just his temperament, like I love watching him play. So he starts on the left. Cody comes on after 25 minutes. He goes into the middle, doesn't have a break. Cody goes off in the last 10 minutes, and then he just goes back and plays well at the 5'8" position. And you know why it's important for Jamie Humphries' importance is going to be for Cam Murray. Because Cam Murray has had to do so much work over the last couple of years, because once he's gone off the field in years past, they've lost that link. I think Jamie Humphries will be there 14 next year until Cody Walker retires, and then he'll go back into the 6 jersey.
I think so. I think he's a 13, but with this really great skill set. Look how see the size of his legs. I want to he'd squat about fucking 260, 280 easy. I reckon.
You said it at the start of the year.
Fuck, he looks like him. Like he plays like
Cam
him.
Murray. Yeah,
if he can just and that's a good comp. Like you know what I mean. Like, but if you can give Cam Murray, play Cam Murray 65. Of the best, give him a little bit of a break, right? You get more quality out of Cam Murray
for sure.
And if you got a guy like this man Humphries, it's not that bad.
You know what the break could be, because Cam Murray strikes me as the sort of player like he won't want to rest, as in a complete rest. But given Cam the opportunity, maybe he slides out to the edge for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Cam won't want to come off, and he prides himself on being an 80-minute player. But he's getting to that point now with the injuries in the last couple of years where you got to protect Cam from himself. So maybe there's a world in which Humphries goes to the lock position at minute 30 and to start the second half, and you just slide. So maybe you take off a David Fafita on the left edge.
Or Keon moves the front row, get the front row off, he moves to the right side.
There you go.
That's the one that you'd get.
Yeah.
And I think that's great for Cam, because you can get out a little bit of a rest. Or the left edge, whatever edge it is, the back row is getting tight, or whatever front row is getting tight, whatever move you can make. And Wayne, that's why Wayne's the coach.
I thought for the Dragons, there were a couple of rough decisions that sort of didn't go their way. The forward pass for sure was a forward to AJ, but I couldn't believe that that Ward didn't get sin binned as well. And saying that, when you lose 40-0, and this is what Flano said after the game, they're just those tough decisions that happen at the start of the game. You've got no excuse when you lose 40-0.
No, sorry to digress a little bit. When Tallis Duncan went over and he had the left to flick it to AJ, would you have flicked it? Because, I mean, the risk and reward.
No, you can't.
Because it was still game on then. It was only 4-0. But just to get, I don't know, I think I would have flicked it.
Well,
I would have flicked it.
We're going to have more examples of this later on, right? With Chez. I think everyone at Brookvale had Chez as an omen bet.
Fucking knew.
And Turbo.
Didn't we have him in our multi?
Yeah, we had him. It was the last leg of the multi, and me and all the boys, everyone out there had a little bit on him, and you know, because it's the omen, right?
Yeah,
it's the Chez 350. And then you look and you fast forward to the next day, and Walshy's over the line, and he turns around and gives it to Kobe Edmondson. Walshy nearly got me eliminated from my Supercoach semi-final too. I ended up just winning but like you can't. I know the players don't go out there and think about this stuff, but when you think about in the spirit of the game, and Walshy said after the game that Madge was furious at him at halftime.
But I wouldn't have been furious at Tallis because he was sort of over the line. Oh, it wouldn't have looked as bad.
You know what? All three of these teams were on the back end of big losses. I think you score the tries. I think you put them down. You show the respect to the team.
Herbie Farnworth's done it before as well, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I don't like it when you're over the line and that. And I just go here. You put it
like
down,
Walsh to Kobe.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying where Tallis he sort of moved that way, and if he had a look and he could have flicked it, I don't think it looked as bad.
Like Gutho did a few weeks back. He could have gone, but there was a chance he gets caught.
No, but there's a difference. Gutho was, even though he was like a 80% a chance of scoring, there was still an element of doubt, maybe 20 to 10%. So that was a smart play.
And if Tallis hadn't had the skill like Matt Gidley or something like that, and it just went on the ground.
Dropped it. No, you got to score that one. Definitely got to score.
So I understand that, but I was like, fuck, pass it, because I just want AJ to score it in the next couple of weeks. So he needs 2 this week.
No, he's got the bye.
Even worse.
Hat trick against the Roosters.
Cares? He's signed another 2-year deal. If you don't get it between then, fucking hell, give up.
Yeah, but imagine if it impacts the Roosters.
Yeah.
You get a hat trick against the Roosters.
No, they're going to go hard in the paint against the Roosters because now the Roosters are giving the Dolphins a sniff.
That's what I'm saying. Like Latrell's going to fucking be fully fit. It's going to be Allianz. Where is it?
It's Trellians.
Yeah. I think he puts a clinic on, and if they get anything out of the season, it's fucking the Roosters season up, and they'll be happy with it.
8 p.m. Friday.
Yeah, boy.
All right, let's get to these 2 games, and they lived up to the hype, Mace. 2 really good games. Raiders 20 defeat the Panthers 16. You talk about it all the time, Mace. This was the litmus test for the Canberra Raiders, and they passed with flying colours. Now, they have 2 come-from-behind wins against the Panthers and Storm. Remember the Magic Round win against the Storm? There was controversial. There was controversy in that game as well with a couple of penalties. But despite all that, they've now beaten who a lot of people still deemed to be the 2 top teams to beat in order to win the competition. Tick, tick. They've done that.
They are.
They've also gone and beat the 2 most dangerous teams that were making a run in the Broncos and Roosters fairly comfortable. The Raiders, they've been my team. They've been my team for a long time.
Bulldogs, just say huge. Bulldogs aren't involved. I'm thinking it's a Raiders Storm.
Yep.
Maybe. Raiders and the Storm. The other 2 form teams, right? And they look very hard to beat. I think these 2 teams, these 2 games could be prelim games.
Yeah.
Broncos will have a lot to say about that, but
Broncos are coming.
But chuck a Broncos in place of one of these 4, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is a prelim because it was they're legit.
Yeah, it looks like they should be able to hold on to the first position as well, which. No matter what, they've got top 2 locked up, right? So they're going to get a home week 1 final down at GIA Stadium, which is a big tick. And the best part of this win for me, mate, it wasn't pretty. And I've got my question marks sometimes around what sort of shape they're running. I want to give credit to our man, Caesar's Palace. He put a post up yesterday on his story. When they were playing the Dragons right at the death in order to win that game, the play that they hit the game winner with, they didn't execute it. It's that little jockey play where he tries to go through and you have Strange on that late sweep.
Little hang play.
They didn't execute it against the Dragons, but they nailed it against the Panthers. So credit to the Raiders not giving up on the play, even though it didn't work a couple of weeks ago, getting it done
and then having the balls to pull it off against the Panthers.
Huge.
One of the best defensive systems going around. And you pull that little play off, I was like, no way they got done with a hang play. Oh, yeah, Raiders. They are so, as I said, like when the Panthers play the Bulldogs, it's very similar type of football, right? You're going to get these high-speed grinds, a similar game.
I know where you're going with this.
That's why they're like that. Raiders will throw the most unfucking
You can't prepare for them.
Yeah, you just don't know what's going on. Like Huddy Young could be from the left side. He fucking cuts around to the open side. He could get an offload to a Hillsborough. He'll straighten up. Then fucking a little late offload KO Weeks. Boom, straight through.
So good.
Like it's so dangerous. Like it is a very dangerous way to play football if you can execute it. And they don't make that many mistakes. There's games where when they did make mistakes at the start of the year, like, oh, they look fucking all over the shop because they push it too much. They figured it out. It's fucking. They must play so many games at training and push those games like offside touch and off the offload game and just keep the ball alive. Real simulated games at a high speed level where the fitness levels are all the way up. That's what they must play all day because this is how they play. They play to their strengths. They got a little bit of structure, but they're like, all right, fucking. If we're near the line, big popper, taps. Fucking inside, outside, bang. All right. If you go through, I'll go out back to Fogarty, another lead back row, Huddy Young. You got fucking fullback Weeks out the back. You got the centers, early ball to Seb Chris. It's just like fuck. You know, the other side, you got Timoko. It's
unorthodox.
It's a full deck of cards. And you go talent, how they're playing right now, player for player. They're a one or two.
I thought all their big guns stepped up in this, so that's another huge tick and a tick, and I think he's going to become an elite closer. Everyone's got a huge rap on him. Owen Paddy, just some little subtleties at the back end when Tom Starling does all the shit work and gets through all the tough stuff for him. I think there are going to be games where Owen Paddy gives you Harry Grant-like performances. He's the closest comp to Owen Paddy. He comes on the field. There was an opportunity where Seb Chris missed the jump where they could have at least got the game winner down that short side. He's going to be so important. Watch out for Owen Paddy in big games.
Like he's seeing, he sees a lot.
Yeah,
he sees a lot.
He's
so whenever he comes up, you just got to be. He's scheming all the time,
scoping.
Yep, and you just got to be pushing up flat with him.
Yeah,
you know, like they're a team that is entertaining to watch. I like watching them.
So do I. So do I.
I love watching this game.
Even if it's fucking this game was 10-6, it's still fun to watch them.
They were both going at each other.
It looks like they're going to lose Savage for a little bit of time, but Ricky said after the game, Hot Tamale was fit to play. And
what happened to Savage?
Shoulder injury.
He got pumped
at the end of the first half.
Who got him with wasn't it at the start? Was it at the start when someone just jammed
it was about the 30-minute mark. So he didn't have the ability to get in.
Blaze Talangi got him.
Potentially.
Yeah. Potentially. Fucking rattled. I thought it was at the start of the game. He come in and it jammed him.
Okay.
Yeah. And he carried it for a while and then he went off.
He definitely carried it for 10. So he didn't have the ability to help Timoko out on the Casey McLean second try.
Okay. In a fucking and it was straight on his here and it just
bit of a hip pointer.
Yeah. No. Shoulder to here.
Yep.
Bang up AC joint.
Okay.
Fucking powerful little prick. Blaze.
Yeah. Fucking oath. But Tamale. That's the point of it. He should be able to be a straight swap next week. And even if they don't, they've still got Simi Sasangi, who always does a good job in the centres, and Seb Chris goes out doing. Casey McLean, he hasn't looked back. We were texting each other during the game about him, Mace. Ever since he took on Critter at Combank Stadium, he's just gone skyrocketed.
Yep.
And Critter's up this week.
Yeah, 100%. This will be...
get the popcorn ready.
Yeah, get it ready. This will be a good game. Critter will be trying to get one back. Casey McLean is he is a big unit. Like if he gets open space, mate, he hits holes like better. Like he's not mad footworky sort of guy, but you get him, he hits fucking a beautiful out the back, inside shoulders, big physical human. Like,
how big is he going to be? He's only a pup.
Is he bigger than Critter? Because Critter's like 6'4".
They're very similar.
Yeah, it's a big good battle, man. I can't wait for this game.
I wrote down last week, we never got it because we talked so in depth about the end of the game with Harry. I didn't mention this, but I thought Dylan Edwards come up with a couple of plays at the back end that were un-Dylan Edwards like.
Yeah.
And he had another couple in this game.
Just simple drop balls that made him get in a good field position.
Mate.
They base their game on field position.
Yeah.
Cleary has to be kicking. You have to be catching on your 10 meters, in that scenario because it was just like around about just before halfway on the third or fourth.
They were keeping the game kicking. Yeah. It was a kicking battle between Fogarty and Nate.
Yeah, and I was just like, of all people, you just go, you could see himself just go, fuck, what's...
Bad captain's challenge as well.
Yeah, that was more out of frustration because he's been feeling the pinch. And for sure, look, and this goes back to it, he's been a champion player for so long. Him and Bizza, Like the amount of kilometres that they've had to run over the last 6 or 7 years,
time.
it has to have taken its toll.
It does,
and
mate.
you're seeing it in these very Dylan Edwards, that's not the right way to say it, unlike Dylan Edwards type plays, where he's come up with a couple of errors. They've been crucial,
They're
mate.
not Dylan Edwards-esque.
Yeah,
you know, it's
there you
just
go.
like you just expect him to close things, get that quick play the ball, catch that ball, do the right thing, and that is fatigue as well. And then, you know, like and he there's no harsher critic than himself on himself. You know, like I'm expecting.
He'll be super disappointed.
Expecting you know, and that sucks for the Bulldogs because they got beat, right? And they're both coming off double losses, right? 2 in a row.
Yep.
We're 3 in a row, so very important game. But Panthers, they were in this. That took a freaky try at the end. That last try, the balance on that little fucking Ethan Strange, like they had good cracks on him.
Yeah.
His hips don't move.
Yeah.
He's right on the sideline.
What about the and you'd love to have your time back if you're Liam Martin. I think it was because it was either they're both offside, but Liam Martin and Tungle, you just got to make the tackle.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jed Stewart.
Yeah.
No one's really talking about Jed Stewart.
Jed Stewart.
You know what? Sticks is like you go back to the debut game and it took Joseph Tarpanay going into Sticks and saying, look, he's the next guy up, debut him, and he was reluctant to do it for so long. Congratulations to him because
Fucking oath.
when you do something like that, there are always going to be question marks around it, but he has been rock solid, mate.
Unbelievable. He hits like a truck. Like wingers, gone to the days where wingers were shit defenders. I think they've nailed the art of like, if I'm going to make a tackle, I've got to make it, and you're going to feel it. So like you can see some fullbacks coming around the back getting pumped by some wingers and that. They're putting everything into it. So most wingers are actual really good hitters. And he's good under the high ball. He's tough out of play twos. He's doing everything. Everything.
I still think in their best team it needs to be X and Tamale, but if it doesn't, we'll see. He's doing a good job up until this point. Yowie doesn't look fit for Penrith just before we quickly move off. He still made 43 tackles with no misses. You can see, I'm watching him, right? And when he come off
the bench
and
too.
he come off the bench and he sort of like, I'm watching his movements into contact and he come up with an error, but he's probably not as promoting the ball as much, which for me
is all right.
which is a sign to say that maybe the shoulder's not as good. And then I went and look at the stats because I was like, maybe I'd be a little bit critical on Yowie here. 43 tackles, 0 misses.
And he had I'm not sure about his hit ups, but like he didn't look out of place.
Still got about 12 to 13 with
that's all you want.
All right, let's get to the Storm versus Bulldogs. I don't think the scoreline sort of reflected this game. This was, the scoreline's not a reflection on the effort that the Bulldogs put in, but the Harry sin bin was huge. And the one part that I hated, which gave you guys a bit of a sniff, how Grant Anderson got penalised for rubbing a player on the head.
Unbelievable.
I think it was our man, the G, Adam G, and Ashley Klein. Refs, come on, like,
fuck, you could do.
Are we? How many times do we see that where a player gets in someone's face? Like, you cannot penalise. They scored the next set from that, Mace. You cannot penalise a player for rubbing the head of a player who's dropped the ball. Anyway.
Unless it's like, is that written in the rules? Like if you drop the ball and pat someone on the head, is that what you got done for?
Well, he said, G said, and that it, obviously, big kick seen it straight away and ripped fucking Grant Anderson.
I thought it was disrespectful.
Yeah, it was disrespectful.
I don't like that, how he did that. Because I'm like Kicks. I'll be like, you fucking rude little prick.
Agreed.
I get it, but I'm not sure if
Is a warning sufficient?
Yeah, I don't think it's a penalty.
Yes. That's
like, what's the difference in? That's just say it's unsportsmanlike. That's
Correct.
the penalty.
If he doubles down or someone does it again, are you happy for them to be penalised the next time?
Yes, like don't do that shit. I think you don't do it straight away. But like when I saw that, I went, oh, you fuck.
Yeah.
Pissed fucking made my fucking blood boil straight away because he wasn't even in the tackle.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, it was Meaney that did it. Then you come and rub someone's head. Yeah. Don't do that. That's just punch in the head material.
Agreed. I think we're all agreeing.
Yeah, everyone. Yeah, just don't. And he'll learn that. Belly would have fucking give it to him because if that had cost him the game,
fucking oath. Nearly did.
Out of you fucking just being on the wing, go back to your wing. Shut up. Don't come in there and disrespecting players. I don't like that. Yeah. I really hate that.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And Belly hates it as well. I reckon he would have got a hammering for that.
Yeah. Nick Meaney's been awesome though, mate.
Nick Meaney's been outstanding.
Yeah.
He would never do that.
I I was thinking about this too, because he's been so good this year in so many big games, and he doesn't get the raps because there's so many other big names in there. But even with Jerome Hughes being out, remember a couple of years ago, their right edge was really struggling in and around Jerome Hughes. But that's when Nick Meaney was playing fullback because Pappy missed heaps of time.
And that was when the old mate was injured, the Cornwall kid. I forget
Justin Olam.
Olam was right side centre.
No, he was on the left.
Was
with
he
money.
left?
Yeah, so he was on the left, but they had a revolving door of players like Marion Seve was there at times.
I thought he was right side back. I thought he was right side centre.
Someone else was rolling in. No. But
Left.
Juzzy Olam, for the most part, like 99% of the time was with money. And they were even having their struggles defensively.
Yep.
But the point of it was Nick Meaney wasn't there because he was at fullback because Pappy was missing all that time. Remember? So now that Nick Meaney's been over there, there hasn't been those issues.
Defender, right?
He's a good defender.
He's a gun defender. He's nearly a lockdown defender.
They throw so much shape on that left edge, and they asked a few good questions and even come up with some points. But if it wasn't for Nick Meaney, I reckon fucking Bulldogs win.
Damn, Cherry would have smoked a lot of plays. They had that many, and even like hitting kicks.
Yep.
I think we hit kicks too much. You know,
they are relying on it.
Very reliant. But the reason why Galvin's in the team is because he can run that right side. You know, they go right. Critter gets the ball, boom, 4-on-4 play, little block play, bang, bang, easy numbers, right? We had some luck on that side, but we just kept going left. It's and it becomes predictable. And I think we could have really opened the field up for our right side. Even if you just get to that the right post, if we're going that way, the right post, then just fucking have a dig at him. That's where Critter is. You got to play to your strengths.
Sometimes when you watch him and even like he'll have a break out of nowhere, right, where he takes a carry and busts him. It's like, yeah, you've been so good on the left, and that's why they've balanced out nicely since he's been back on the right.
I need more ball to get.
You know what? Like I looked at it, and this is from the NRL, so it doesn't account for, when it just says runs, but it might be, times they've touched the ball. I calculated roughly 50 total runs between Matty Burton and Lockie, so that's more like receipts as well.
Yeah, that's just
for almost 300 metres. And it was that sort of game where there was that much fatigue in the game, which even Ciro said, when you have that much fatigue, then the players that normally are accounted for taking those runs are just not there to push up. So naturally that part of the game flows in. And if you look on the other side, Wishart and Money will run on the ball heaps.
Well, they're the ones with the ball getting straight away. The forwards are fucking done. So like Lockie it's good to see Lockie get the ball and just have a crack.
Yeah. Just quickly before we move off, he's a champion player, but Pappy let the ball bounce a number of times in this game. Yeah. And I reckon Bally would have been... I don't know what he was thinking on that last one.
The ball was just sitting there, just like this between me, Lukey, and I, just like boing. I'm like, what?
Well, the one right at the
catch it. I'm like in me go, let it bounce and bounce into someone's hands. But if that was like concentration, like, catch it.
Yeah.
Someone catch it, or the fucking other winger or someone like that.
So it pans off, right? Everyone's like, they catch the ball and crisis averted. Like they're all good. They got the win, and then you go through all the players, and eventually after 2 minutes, it cuts to Bally, and Bally's just still sitting there going, and I'm thinking to him, he's 100% thinking about why Pappy didn't catch that ball.
Yeah, still.
For all that, he's going to be the difference in big games for him, Pappy.
Yeah.
But, I don't know what's happening with his confidence a little bit.
He's safe as a bank, Pappy.
Normally.
We got Birdo there.
Anyway.
Birdo wasn't putting up any screamers.
No, not really. Not really. Do you think...
What do you think? What can the Bulldogs... I ask you, what can they do to fucking get to a prelim or a grand final?
Well,
can they get past Penrith and can they get past Storm and the Broncos?
Yes, they are capable of beating them. They're going to need a few things to go their way. I think for sure you cannot not consider what the Lachlan Galvin signing has done for them in the short term.
Yep.
In the long term, I think they're better suited with Galvin there, and I think he's still got the ability to be a premier halfback. But everything that your Bulldogs built with Ciro since he's arrived, and especially last year built into this year, at the start of the year, was grit, determination, all these sort of, everyone buying in. And I think it won't it's not going to go away until, and not to say that they're cancers or anything like that within the playing group, but when you still got Toby Sexton and Reedy still a part of the playing group that are not getting, well, Reedy's not getting the minutes of what he was at the start, and obviously Toby Sexton's there. It's just, I can't help but think that it's not unsettling for the playing group. It might be, honestly, Mace, it might be this year might not go your way because of it. But then you've got to get back to what you guys were doing, which made you special, and that's buying, that's doing that all in the preseason, because I do, in my heart of hearts, think you were going to be served better long-term with Bailey Hayward at hooker and Lockie Galvin.
At 7,
But I just think all this has unsettled your dogs this year. Not to say that it can't happen, but I think it's the elephant in the room.
How do you think the middle's been?
Better
compared to last week,
but way better than last week.
Max King stood up. I thought
better. Yeah.
I thought we were really good.
Yeah.
I think.
I love Harry.
Imagine
Hayes.
if Harry, fuck, he'd be spewing. Give me PTSD of that try when I nearly scored in Origin.
But what about that? So two big plays from him, mate. One, and he didn't get rewarded because Melbourne just come up with a real like just. Unbelievable skill. Shout out to Jonah Pezzett, puts that fucking kick on. He's looked good as well too, by the way. Yeah. Jonah Pezzett could be he's got to figure somewhere for the Melbourne Storm in the finals. But Harry Hayes comes up with a fucking unbelievable try saver on Nick Meaney. Very next play, bang, they score. Then he comes up with this fucking nice hole, punches through a hole. I think it might have been Lockie Galvin.
Was it
Lockie with the nice little out
fucking great line.
I think it was Money come shooting out.
Yeah.
Joe Chan, they got caught and Lockie put him through.
Because he's worried about Critter.
And if it wasn't for
was it Coatesy? God damn you, Xavier Coates.
Because Pappy was going to run him over the
X Factor. Yeah, no. He was scoring if it wasn't for Coates.
Yeah.
Like he had Pappy. He had Pappy.
Yeah. Pappy was backing off.
Rubes would be so proud.
Yeah.
He didn't score it, but Rubes, that's your fault.
He didn't finish, but fuck, he's a good player.
No, and he's a great kid. He's fucking great story, and he's good, man. I love him. He does everything. He's Bulldog personified. But yeah, fucking Coates. I was like, go H, fuck yeah. And then, God, Coates, fuck. I needed a break and just walked outside. Oh, it killed me, but it was a great play for me. He's easily the best winger. He's the best winger in the world at the moment, Xavier Coates. I saw another thing that scares the shit out of me. Walbrick is back.
Apparently played Queensland.
Fucking killed it.
Did he?
Which I fucking I expect him to.
Oh, awesome.
Like if he gets back into, I don't think he's going to lose any power in his legs or anything like that, because it's obviously been a brain issue.
Yep.
Like he ain't going to lose fucking give me the ball and I can run straight over you attitude like he has. Maybe a fitness thing.
What do you got?
Carved up on the wing.
He fucking killed it.
He's an animal.
But he's an animal. Like, I was expecting, like, if you put him on the wing, because they've been mucking around with Anderson and all those sort of blokes, I think he comes fucking near straight back in.
Yeah, he will do. He will do.
I hope he doesn't in the prelim or something like that. But
he'll be back next
He'll
week.
be back.
As long as he pulled up sweep from that game.
I think he did. I think they'll probably give him one more game.
Yeah.
And then he'll play the last round. Yep. And then he's fucking, that's it. That's a full deck of cards there. Then I think Nars has been playing for the same team. And I think they'll do the same with Big Nasty.
Yep.
And then Jerome Hughes, that's 5 weeks. That seems like a master plan for Melbourne.
Yep.
Hold this space. That looks nasty.
So you brought up Jonah Pezzett before. I was going to get your reaction in the previous game. Have you seen Lockie ILLIAS on TikTok lately?
No.
Yeah, he scored a couple of tries. No, I saw him. He carved up on the weekend, didn't he? Give me a look. That is not Lockie Galvin.
ILLIAS.
I mean, all right, I don't want him to play first grade. I'm with you, Flano. Don't do that shit.
He's done. There's another one too.
That's
Have you seen the first one?
It's ridiculous. Give me a look. Bray Finasta, look after your boy. Get him off socials. You were an NRL player. You were not a fucking influencer. Come on, man.
I love Lockie.
I love Lockie.
I love him
I
too.
didn't know he had it in him. I did not know.
I
thought it was I thought that was AI. That's how much I did not know that Lockie had it in him. I sort of love it, but I don't because he's a fucking NRL player. Come on, son. I've seen those memes too. That last one, as a dude who does that is sick.
Yeah.
But wait,
I don't know.
What's he doing?
It's hilarious.
I think it's hilarious.
I think he's just trolling. I think he's had enough.
I hope he's trolling.
Oh, mate, I think it's fucking funny, but you're on an NRL roster, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's it. Don't.
I reckon
Enough.
I reckon you're being PG right now.
Oh,
too.
fuck, mate. It's only because I love Braith. If Braith wasn't looking after him.
And I love Lockie.
Oh, I love Lockie too. I just think he's just gone, you know what? Fuck you, Dragons. I'm doing TikTok.
Fuck, that ain't it, Lockie.
That's not it, son. Come on, man. I don't even think Braith's seen that. Braith would not be on TikTok.
Braith at 100%.
I'm fucking, you send that to me, I'm sending it to him. Send it to him. Send it to me now. Fucking, what's your boy doing? Hey, tonight, guess
See his performance? I seen his performance.
carved
Killed it.
up.
I thought you were going to show his performance.
Same.
Carved
No. That's
He's
what I
ruined
thought.
it all. He's
Yeah.
ruined.
Roger Fabry's going to be on 360 tonight. I just saw him when I was went after training this morning. Yeah, he goes, I'm on. I said,
Who's he replacing? Is he on the journo desk?
well, he's
or is
on.
he
I'm not sure what he's on, but he's just with Braith and Gordie, just probably talking about hamstrings and injuries and speed and all that
Yeah,
sort of
fair
shit.
enough.
So yeah,
That's box office.
We
loving it, mate. We all love Rog.
Rogie, when he actually talks speed, footy, mechanics, he's the best.
Best.
The
That's what
best
he's
in the
gonna
game.
do.
So he gets too dribbly. He gets that's fucking Roger Fabry type shit from Lockie.
Oh no, that's nothing.
Yeah.
We said
That other shit that Rog does, that ain't it.
Jacob
either.
Fabry
and
brings
I think getting on this platform with Rog, when he does talk about stuff,
yeah.
he's one of the smartest men, one of the best sprint coaches in the game. He understands mechanics and everything like that, and he's trying to explain why there is so many soft tissue injuries in the game right now.
Oh, okay, sweet.
And I'll just let him speak. He goes, make sure you watch it. I'm nervous. I said, just breathe.
I want him
fine.
to bring the little person with him.
No,
Bring
no,
George.
that shit
Bring
ain't
George with him. Nah. I said, and that's the thing. I said, you're with Braith. Braith, you've been friends for like fucking, nearly 20
I'm
years.
so disappointed in Lockie. But no,
Lucky, I know.
Because he actually carved up. You go watch that New South Wales Cup highlights.
he deserves
won
it.
the
No,
game.
I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw it. Yeah.
Celebration dance. Why not? Fuck it.
I know, Lockie.
Wipe it off. No. You do you, mate.
You do.
See how many first grade games you get out of that.
All right, the Seagulls 58 defeat the Dolphins 30. Calling this game, I looked down at the pitch. I seen the sun was out. It was Brookie Oval. I said it was going to be overs.
So shout out to the fucking greenkeeper there. He has held Brookvale fucking like
speaking of-
genius.
I was speaking to Ches after the game. He said it looked cherry ripe on tight, pardon the pun, but he goes, it was so heavy underneath.
It was old Brookie
It was
underneath,
old
was it?
Brookie underneath.
Kept coming up.
That's,
Oh, no.
that's exactly what he was saying. He goes, it hasn't felt like that since the old days. And he goes, the big boys were struggling.
Yeah,
like
right.
apparently so they went out and I'm not, and I don't know if this is, if you can put it down to this across the board, but this could be really good footy IQ from whoever come up with it. So the Dolphins went out for their normal preparation. They were out there about 35 minutes before the game, went through, their warm-up and then come back in. Manly were only out there for 15 minutes. So they
knew.
They picked something up at in captain's run.
Yeah, right. Yep.
And then spent as less time out there as possible. And when you look at the score line and you could see the fatigue that was in the Dolphins, it was like,
Finns probably think it's a fast track. It's going to suit us.
yeah. Well, you could play fast track with the sun and not having the rain and stuff, but it was heavy underfoot. Heavy underfoot.
But it looked good. I mean, but obviously the old Brookie might come when it's been pissing down rain for fucking a month, right? But usually on the surface, it looked pretty good, didn't it? But
pretty good. Tommy looked pretty good. He was your OG Bull of the week, so we talked at length about him in the lead up to that. But that left edge with him, mate, like he was down there early, he was down there often, and this is what I love, and I say this all the time. I love it when teams double, triple, quadruple down when they're having joy.
Yeah.
So Tommy just kept on going there. You don't need to go to the right to score some tries.
Just
keep
even it
going
up.
back.
Yeah.
Go back to the left. If you're exposing the right edge, keep going at him, and that's what he did. Kept on going to Kohler and Hop, and I thought Brooksy was unreal as well.
Same. They're a different team when Brooksy plays his part. Just does enough with the kicking game, the running game. You know, like sometimes you feel like he didn't even play the game.
Well, that's
some games.
That was my point when we were talking about Tommy as the OG. There were so many poor performances last week against the Tigers that everyone was on notice, from fucking Siebes to the fucking front office to the fucking to the old boys to people coming in. Like everyone was on notice after last week, and everyone stood up, which is a great sign.
Kohler's a problem, isn't he?
Kohler's a gun.
Can he
get more ball?
Get more ball, but like, is he a chance for Origin if he keeps playing like this? Is he got a future like Blues jersey in him? He's going to be up there. If he keeps going like he is now, he's going to be in the conversation.
Yep.
He can't not be. That speed is ridiculous, and the way that he defends is outstanding. And he is he's gone to another level.
Well, he's got the ability to play both sides, which is a big tick.
Yep.
You can also play him at fullback, because he's shown that he thrived a couple of times when Turbo missed some time over the last couple of years.
He can play anywhere in the back line.
He is going to strike up if they can get this together, like Hopper, and it looks as though they're now settled and Turbo's going to be the fullback. Then that edge, if they can get that going with Lehigh, like Lehigh is unbelievably strong.
Fucking strong. Did you see that try when he scored? Fucking bang, just hit it, put the ball down.
He's so skillful, mate. He's so strong. He's only going to get bigger and stronger in the preseason.
On the wing for maybe another couple, and then you can make the switch if we get this Turbo.
If you think about the Blues jersey, right, so you got to consider Turbo. Latrell's the left centre, Critter's the right. Can Kohler do enough at the start of the season to apply pressure to those guys?
Just
then
pressure.
You've still got Bradman Best.
Yeah.
You've got Katoni Staggs, who's playing awesome at the moment.
Yeah.
Centre position is like highly contested.
Yeah, it's the position, right? You got to be killing it. And and that's the thing. We got beat last year. We got beat.
Okay,
so those spots are all up
everyone's
for
on
grabs.
notice?
Yeah, everyone's on notice.
Yep.
Especially the outside backs.
Also, how about this too? 9 from 10 from the boot from Ches, which I thought was crazy.
How the fuck did he do that?
Oh yeah, and
they're all under the post.
No, he was kicking them from the sideline.
No.
Yeah, he was kicking like he's got the most nonchalant prep or routine. So he sort of just walks back, and I've always thought this with him too because he's a poor golfer. Like for as well as he hits the ball and connects with the ball on long kicks, he's got a really unorthodox style about him.
Yeah.
So he sort of just walks back and, doesn't go through like
no routine.
Like Walshy will sit there and he goes like this and KP and everyone's got their
Walker.
Everyone's got these little things that they do and, put the hands up. He sort of just goes and stands back and just like pauses for like, I think he could kick it earlier if he wanted to.
Or he goes, this might go over. Might
He's
not.
just like, there's nothing.
Let's go.
There's nothing. And he nailed them.
Should I kick
He nailed them. 9 from 10. I was thinking about it too. Yeah, we mentioned it before. And I was thinking, geez, it would have been nice for him to get some joy. But I think in the spirit of the game, and because I like the Dolphins so much, and not to say I don't like other teams, and the Dolphins have been so brave, I would have hated to have seen him get a try by someone just handing it to him.
Nah.
Because I hated it when
I would have fucking kicked it if someone did that to me.
I hated it when I seen Walshy to do it to Kobe a little bit later on.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I understand. I'm not one of the old heads that go, oh, fuck, you can't do all that. I understand why they're doing it. There's still a part of me that just goes, it's not in the spirit.
No, we get it, right? It's just not like I personally wouldn't want to try like that.
Yeah.
Me, like, but
Would you hand it back to him then? Offside.
if I had time. If I had time to, if I caught it and then turn around and put it back in their chest, you put it down. No, I get it. Walsh, and Walsh, it's all love.
Yeah.
It's not,
it is all love.
I know it's not disrespectful, but like old heads, coaches, you get over the line, you score the fucking try.
And here's the difference between me and you.
Yeah.
Like, not to say that we're elite try scorers, but we scored tries, right?
Yeah.
We probably didn't have like Kobe Hetherington.
I
don't know if Kobe's going to be getting a whole lot in his career.
But he got one this year. It was a fucking beauty.
Has he already got one this year?
He's got one. So he's not off. It's the 100 games, I think.
I know.
But he got a fucking unreal try this year.
He did too.
Yeah fucking bang, bang. He was showing some skill.
He did too.
He scored a really good try. So maybe Walshy didn't No, he scored a try.
100 game.
Thinks
yeah.
it's 100
It was 100
game. I think while she was injured at that time, so he mightn't have known.
He didn't take a couple of kicks too, which was killing me because I'm in my season, my super coach captain, and now I need every fucking.
Come on, Walshy.
Come on, Walshy.
He was dynamite. We'll get to him.
To the Dolphins, not really much to say, mate. They're running out of juice. They clearly targeted Max Fiangai, who's sort of been a fill-in for him.
Still looking all right.
Yeah, Jermaine
Why do
Asako.
they keep saying Fine?
I'm not 100%.
Can you fucking...
Send him a DM.
I will.
Because, like, the commentator's always Fine, and I'm like, dude, get it right. If it's Fiang...
See, here's the thing with it. Because I'm not like...
It's NG, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe it's Fiangai.
Fiangai. Yeah, it's not Fine.
It's not Fine.
So fucking get it right.
Yeah.
Like whoever's the commentary all
problem is,
the time, man. It's the last 2 or 3 weeks.
But so here's not to say it's not an issue, but so
it is an issue.
Because Max and Matt aren't week in, week out first graders, they've played so much more this year. As our levels thing just goes back.
Yeah, you guys can.
Are we all good?
Yeah.
The laptop's died.
Charge it, man.
Yeah. So I think maybe the wrong name has been said from other commentators, and then they just assume that's the problem.
Right. Go down. Hey, why don't you just go down to the room and fucking ask him?
Yeah.
How do you like your name pronounced?
Yeah.
Little bit of that.
I'll 100% find out from.
Because they wrote in the comments a couple of weeks ago when we were asking about it.
Yeah.
Because for NG it's Ingai.
Yeah.
Fiangai. It's not Fine.
Fiangai.
It's nowhere near fucking Fine. This is 3 weeks in a row. Get it right, commentators.
All right.
Fuck's sake. It's disrespectful. It's like, say, if you're like Smith, Smythe, or something like that.
Yeah. Or Horo.
Horo. You know, like just anyone. Just get it right. It's his last name. It's his family name. Get it fucking right. Do some homework. Study the game.
I hope we're not going on this rant and we're getting it wrong now.
Well, I just prove it right. If it's just Fiene, good on you.
Okay,
if it's
sweet.
Fine,
Yeah.
it's Fine. But
All right.
he's not the only brother that's getting his name pronounced wrong by these commentators.
Yeah.
Get it right. It's your job to pronounce names. Like, do a bit of homework. Go down into the sheds before the game and go, how's your name pronounced?
Yeah, if you got the access, then take advantage of it.
You have access.
Yeah,
You've got the fucking card around your neck. It's full access, right? Go talk to the players before the game. You get there 2 hours before. Fuck, I'm sure they wouldn't mind.
All right. The Warriors 32 defeat the Titans 18. This one must have felt good for Tanner Boyd. I thought he played really good. He kicked well in general pay, which is important for him. Still able to have a few runs and playing against his ex-team. There've been all these question marks around how the team's going to fare after him after Luke Metcalf. He got dropped for the one game when Tamate Martin went to halfback. He regained his spot. Webby stuck with him, even though Tamate returned this week. So that's a big tick of approval for him. And you're going against the Titans.
Tanner Boyd can play. This is another product of getting rushed straight out of like he's out of the juniors straight into the 7 role or 9 and whatever it is. Like you got to take time with him.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm still not sure if he's an out and out 7. He might be. He might be a 9. He could be a 14.
I think his best position is 7. I've still got
he come through as a 9, didn't he?
I've still got my question. No, I think he was thrown into 9.
He looks like a 9.
He's got a little nuggety 9
Yeah,
body.
a little nugget 9.
But I think because he come through like a really strong Palm Beach Currumbin team with Dave, and I believe they were the connection. They were like a left side connection. I still don't know if he is going to be a long-term option in the halves for a first-grade NRL team, but like what he's doing right now, I think is probably his role moving forward. Yeah. Like Luke Metcalf's going to be option 1. But if he doesn't play, he goes and kills it for New South Wales Cup and then comes back up and has these sorts of performances.
Yeah, that's what he needs to do. Until, when he gets opportunities like this, all he's doing is proven to other suitors that he can handle the 7 job and run a team around.
Yep.
Right? So, like, when he does come off contract, you're like, Tanner Boyd, he could be a 1, he could be a 2.
Yep.
Like, he's definitely a 2.
Yeah.
So that's all you can do and just get better at your craft and better at your craft and just soak in the coaching from all the Warriors coaching staff and learning from other players. And, I'm not sure how much access he's got to SJ there. If he's around training, sort of just getting a feel off him and how to control games. Just ask some fucking questions. If I was a 7 like that, I'd be nonstop just seeking out information and how to, obviously I've got my skill set. What do I do in this situation? It's all situational football at the moment, unless it's just fucking kick for kick and all about possession and all that. But all other things, man, there's a lot of fucking questions.
Yeah.
And I think he's just getting better.
Yeah.
3 years ago, I'm like, fuck.
This was his best game in a Warriors jersey.
Yeah.
In an NRL Warriors jersey. So big tick for him. RTS continues to have a strong season. I thought he was just...
Is RTS and Coates the best wingers in the game at the moment?
As in, will they win the award?
Unless someone else... I know Coates is locked.
Nwanga
I love watching him play. Just love it. Just fucking...
I think it's them three.
He's half Italian and half Fijian.
Yeah.
Just say if his last name was Minicello, you wouldn't even think he was Fijian, would you? Or Baggio, or you think if you look at him, he looks pretty Italian.
Yeah, he does got a bit. He got the big schnoz.
Yeah. Like just say if his last name wasn't Nwanga Nitawasi and it was just like an Italian name, you're like, he's Italian.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Fucking Freddie Serrato, the great Freddie Serrato, who's full Italian, one of the greats at the Bulldogs, he goes, he's half Italian. Claimed him straight away. Yeah. Straight away, he goes Nwanga Nitawasi. He's fucking Italian. I said,
you know what?
Mate? I said, he's half Fiji, bro. That's Fiji.
I think, we talked about the eligibility. We'll get to him in a bit. Let's save it.
Play for Italy in the World Cup. Come
on. I think Rogers the season's been so good. And the beauty of it, and Webby said this after the game, is he just competes. He just everything that he is going to give. And it's no surprise now. Like, even if you had your concerns with him not playing fullback over the last couple of years of the Warriors, he gives you 100 every time, no matter what position he's in. And the one thing that I love from him, and it's only it's a small detail, but it's a big detail, finally contesting kicks.
Yeah.
Like, go up and contest it, see if you can come down with one.
He's fucking got, his skill set is massive. He's been in the best systems nearly in the world. Like, he's been at the Roosters when they were at their peak. And then the fucking All Blacks, you know what I mean? The skill set that he would have acquired from being in the AB system and what they do as outside backs, the passing, the catching, the kicking, he would have had the best of the best.
Yeah.
He just needs to implement that a little bit in his game a little bit more instead of like just, we know what you can do.
That's his best work.
You are the fucking king at play twos. You can barely get the guy on his back. He's so strong. If you don't put a full-on hit on him, he's nearly going to go straight through you. He's got pace. He's put left to right to left passing is 9 out of 10. Best human in the world.
Best human.
I just love everything about him. And I love seeing him play good because everyone was sort of doubting him.
Yep. The first 6 months, it was like big moments, still like a little bit inconsistent.
What did we say? 18 months before you get back into rugby league shape.
Yep. It's
fucking quicker than any game. You ain't sitting on the wing in Union, just fucking doing nothing for 5 to 10 minutes.
Let's go from the vet to the rookie. I like Jeremiah Tuava. I like him through the middle. I don't know if he's a back rower or not, but he's been playing. He could be that sort of small ball sort of player for him as well.
If he had a skill set.
He come on just before halftime. And then I reckon he was supposed to have maybe a 25-minute, 30-minute stint. He ended up playing out the rest of the game because I think he forced Webby's hand to keep him out there.
I like him. So just say, as a lock, depending what sort of lock you want, right? Because the game's changed. If you want a Yowie lock, if you want Cam Murray lock, Victor Radley, or you want a Taumalolo lock.
Yeah.
Right? You can have that skill set.
Yeah.
You can fucking get that shape and push and just go yourself.
Yeah.
Play big minutes. I think he's got big minutes in him.
He's not going to be Aaron Clark, is he? He's not going to be a distributor.
No.
But he can play up front with Aaron.
Yeah. I think he can just play off the bench for maybe half of next year and then just force yourself into that starting spot.
I think he's going to be part of the rotation next year.
Yeah, big time. I like him. Well built, another preseason. He's only young. He's got a big future.
Also love how Tino went at fish from the kickoffs. How good was that to see? That was a throwback.
Technique too.
Got him goody.
Fucking got him good. Got him good.
He got him that good. I added a Y to it.
Got him goody. That was probably. See how he just ran and then dipped his head real late? Fuck, that's just putting everything on the line.
Yep.
Just for that first collision. But he didn't dip too late.
Yep.
Didn't dip too early. Like we'll get to some whoever got knocked out on the weekend. Just bad technique, man. If you got to get your technique right if you're trying to hit hard.
Yep. I think both Dewey and Sam Walker.
Yeah, just technique, mate. Like if you're a slender, like Tino's 115 kilos, he can go in like that, right? And your Fisher's a big man himself. easily got up, but like it was a good start.
Yeah, great start.
Set the standard.
And this is my point with the Titans. So they score. They end up camping down there. They get some points early on. This time it was Beau Fermor, and like I say, every single week, it's someone different every week. Whether it's again, I feel like I'm a broken record, but I'll say all the outside backs names, and even Beau Fermor, who's been awesome. Error straight off after points. So Tino starts that way, and then he comes up with a try, and like I guess this maybe is why Tino wants to leave, where he's up for it. And he's got the crowd behind him.
Sets the standard.
And he set the standard. And then someone makes a fucking unforced. Well, this one was sort of forced. It was a bump, and then he loses after. And again, it's not a crack at Beau Fermor by himself. It's just the Titans. They turn it over, and then then the Warriors just never let him off. Then they got back in this battle, and then Murata Niokore scores the next set. And they just camp down there.
Warriors are a top 4 team.
Yeah.
You don't do that against those guys. I don't care if you lose with Metcalf and Barnett. You're still a top 4 team. They're coming fourth. You start off like that, and then that's probably one of the things with Tino. He's like, fuck, he come from the system, and he won a comp in, and he come through that system too, right? Like, so he was part of that. He was just because he wasn't playing first grade, he was still part of the system for about 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, true.
So he understood what winning is.
Watching,
learning, wanting to be a part of it, then getting his taste at it, and then keeping his spot, and then winning the grand final. Right, wanting to go back home, and then you're like thinking he can do something great up there. It just sucks being him. Like, and now I don't know what he's going to do, but that's a whole nother topic. Let's just stick on the Titans.
Well, at the end of the game, our man Fozzie got taken off. Brimo moved to 6 in the last 20 minutes. They did have some joy. They put on a couple of tries. Yeah. It's super unorthodox. And didn't look pretty, but that's you know what? It's not. That's Brimo, right? And when I was looking back on it, I was like, you know what? And we've been critical of this for a while now, but they had two. We had 2 looks at Keanu Kinney at fullback.
What are they doing?
Brimo at 6 and Jaden Campbell 7, starting and finishing the game. They were 1 from 2, Mace. So the first game of the season was going to be rusty. They got beaten by your Bulldogs at Belmore, remember? And then they actually put a pretty big score on the Knights in game 2. That's the last time we've seen Keanu Kinney after week 3.
Fucking long.
That long. So
I need to see more than 15 minutes. Jesus Christ. He's been, as Keanu Kinney's been probably in rehab the whole year, most of the year, right? Yep. So in the last probably 4 weeks, he's been ready to go.
Yep.
He's ready to go, right? I think it was a neck problem.
Yeah. Yep.
So fuck me, 15 minutes, you got to give him at least half the game.
Yep.
You got to say to Brimo or whoever, at halftime, regardless of how we're going, Keanu's coming on. And we're moving it around. Someone's getting a rest.
Well, the plan was with Desi. Now Desi's still there, and remember Fozzie said this at the start of the year. You got 2 games now, and Titans should do this no matter what, whether Desi's coach or not. All right, if it is going to be Kinney, Brimo, and JC, let's have a look. Fozzie come off the bench in his last couple of games.
No, fuck that.
You know what Fozzie's like. It's at the point, Mace, where they're. Fozzie's my guy, and we know what it's like to play. But Fozzie's not going to be there next year, so now they have to look at it, and they have to try to figure out what. And you know what? And if Foz comes on again, Foz has to come on at lock, hooker, through the middle, because
I understand that
you need 2 games to figure out if these 3 can do it or not, mate. So otherwise, it's going to be a headache.
I get what you're saying, but like the chances are, Des is done. He's completely done.
Yeah,
he's going to start. His boy for the last 2 games. You know what I mean? Just out of the love for him.
Just to win.
And just to go, you're going out on your own sword, you're starting, you are never coming off the fucking bench. I don't give a shit about this club and where they're going. I'm getting sacked. You're my guy. You've been my guy for 15 years.
Yeah.
Done. And that's what you said has fucking a lot of merit, right? I'm just thinking as a coach and the position that they're in up there, it's like, fuck me. You're going out with me.
Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if that happens.
Yeah,
as well.
just like, and whatever the future of the club is for the Titans, if I'm Des, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, you're sacking me.
Do you still think that he doesn't, and for sure the bond that he has with Foz will outweigh anything that he's probably ever had in his career, apart from the OGs from the Manly days.
Yeah.
I do think that despite everything, the way it's gone, and the frustrations you may have with the front office and all that, Desi will still have love for those players, and I feel like he's got he does like Kinney, Campbell, and Brimo. I want to see if they can get the best out of the last couple of games as well. So it'll be a tough one.
Like, but I just think he just has he's won premierships with that young man.
All right, here this one comes from John Hicks, our man Jared Cole, aka J Cole, aka Coltrane, aka Coley Kardashian. Whatever you want to call him, he's put up another superb performance. Early days, but he's looking like a quality ref. I hope that if he keeps this up, doesn't get put on the bench for not calling enough penalties and stuff like insert referee. It will be up to you, Scope and Mace, to glaze him enough. The NRL cannot ignore it. Hey, John Hicks, I'm a fan.
Yeah, we are.
I'm a fan, but just like players, he's 2 games in. We're not going to get carried away, but I hope, and he'll probably get games like this, right, where
Which game did you do on the weekend? Did you do the Brisbane game?
This game.
This game?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the Titans Warriors.
Sorry.
Where, I like him. He did a good job again in this one. And this one's got its own stresses as well. Even though the Titans are fighting to avoid the spoon, the Warriors and a really hostile Warriors crowd was there as well. And I thought he did a good job. I think across the board, I'm really
when we're not talking about like who refs the game, that's where I think it's a winner. That's I didn't know which game he refs. So I'm like, we're not talking about refs. Yeah. We're going, okay, well, it must have run smoothly because I'm not worried about the ref.
I can't help but not see those arms.
You're massive. Yeah, those arms.
I see those hairy arms and I'm like,
I should have known that it was this game. But that's a thing for me is when I don't notice a ref and I fucking go, oh, God damn, he's ruining the game. He's obviously doing a good job because we're not talking about you.
All right, the Eels are doing a good job as well, despite what Bulldog Richie said about him last week. Lukey. Eels 30 defeat the Roosters 10.
You're going to Bulldogs, you're going to get
Joey and I had the same opinion, just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
Which one? You and the John brothers hanging out?
Again for the second week?
You know what? And I'll ask you this question, Lukey.
I actually got a lot of messages from that.
When the Eels signed Fox, what was give me your legitimate, what was your thoughts when they signed Fox?
I didn't know what to expect because I didn't know what version of Fox we were going to get. I didn't know what his headspace was going to be in post the dramas at the Bulldogs. You hear a few things here and there. So he has come in and he is like the number one energy in the club. Everyone's got so much respect for him. Everything, like when I did the interview stuff with him earlier in the season, had a huge chat with him. He literally went around the whole room with all the members. So he's invigorated himself. It's probably his best season he's had in ages as well.
He looks fit.
I agree with everything.
And agree with everything you say because I was watching Fox when he was at the Dogs closely. Good friends with him. Great human being. Does so much for the clubs that he's at. Indigenous community, the whole Parramatta community, everything. Does so much shit that he does. He puts a lot on social media. It's the stuff that he doesn't put on social media, which he does so great. But he was injured a fair bit at the Dogs, man. Yeah. And he wasn't peeling off. Like when he got that intercept against the Roosters, no one in the fucking comp's touching him. No one. I don't care what angle you're coming from.
When he's back to full fitness?
Yeah, when he's back to full fitness, even the fucking hammer. Even the hammer wouldn't have gotten him. I reckon he was still coming back from an ankle injury when the hammer got him up there. So everyone was thinking, he's losing some pace. He's back this year.
He's trimmed down a little as well.
He's trimmed down. He looks fit. He looks strong. He looks motivated, right? Because what happens when he looks motivated again. So things like this happen when you get fucking what happened to the end of what happened at the Bulldogs. I'm not even going to bring it up. It's not a good fucking look. Yep. You know, it's not the way you want to finish at a club like that. When we expected Fox to finish his career at that club, bang, go to Para, start again. Fucking hell, this has to be the leader, and he's been that. And week after week with his actions.
Yes.
Right? He ain't been fucking talking that much. I haven't seen him on social media like that. So he's had to build another whole fan base. They love him through his play, right? So Fox coming from Melbourne to the Bulldogs was like, he just won a premiership, 2 premierships down there, 2017, 2020. Then he has 3 or 4 years here. And then like, okay, he's got to start a whole new fan base, sort of reinvent himself again. But with his playing. Now he's fucking scoring tries. He's doing that. He's ripping this shit. He's fucking doing everything. I love the Fox. Has got the best energy in the fucking world. If you're around him, your energy levels go up, right? You can feel that as well. And these young brothers that are out there, the Yongis and all that, they'll be loving Fox. Fox does what
him and Joash are very close.
Joash would be loving him. Samrani would love him because they're the Dogs with him.
Yep.
Like he'd be bringing that fucking boombox everywhere with him, playing music, dancing, doing all that sort of shit. That's what you got to love about Fox. That's what he brings. But it nearly overshadowed how he was playing at the Dogs. Now it's playing first and then whatever the fuck you want to do. You can do what you want when you're playing at a standard like Fox and Para's winning as well.
Yeah, but and the best part about it, well said, mate.
Yeah.
Like, is he even in? It's not even he's a lock for their best signing this year. They've done such a good job with the recruitment. Like Lomax is killing it on the other side. Dill Walker in 250 games. He's sort of changing that role. Like that role's now becoming the Dylan Walker role in my mind. Like when I compare it, over the years, remember when the super sub we always used to go back to Craig Wing days?
Yeah.
Now you've got to have more. You've got to have like even more to the arsenal, mate. You've got to have more tricks.
Yep.
And Dylan Walker's been fucking outstanding. Whether he starts, sometimes he starts. There's late changes.
Depending on what you're playing. Like I think Rolsey goes, who are we playing? Like do we need more ball movement around the middle? Do we need like a bigger body in the middle?
Yeah.
So Dylan Walker can cover a hell of a lot of positions. You can play center. Just say if you're starting him, you start him at center. You start him at 5'8" if you really want to.
Yep.
He's got that skill set. And at lock now because he's put on a bit and he can maintain it in the middle. So he's got a skill set.
Moses was talking highly of him after the game to Fox.
Was he?
Takes pressure off the 6.
He's just like a bigger half, he said.
Yeah, he is, yeah. And that's what I mean. Like
and I love Dill going back from I know how much Ches and that loved him at Manly. But yeah, when I text Mitch about the golf day a couple of weeks ago, so I said, any of the boys want to come who are at the golf day? He goes, yeah, me and Walks will come. So they've struck up a really close relationship as well because once Gutho and Reg in that left, he probably needed some help with some seniority. And once he arrived, right, everyone goes back to Mitchell coming back and playing. But Dylan Walker arrived 2 weeks before, and that's when they got their first big win against the Dragons. So he's done an awesome job. Semrani's looking good. Joe Ash is looking good.
Yeah, he looks good.
Mitchie said that the thing that he brings is energy, and he's been really impressed in the presser with his defence. He's been teams are making him make 30 tackles, Mace.
Yeah.
And so far, and this is the best thing that you can say about the Parramatta Eels. When you think about, I know they're missing Sam Walker, and he goes down in the first 5 minutes, but defensively, the only 2 tries that the Roosters scored against them were 2 unbelievable fucking speckies from Nwanga Tuasa.
Yep.
One, he goes up, grabs it, gets 3 defenders, fucking flicks it to Teddy.
Yeah.
And the other one to Rob Toya. Fuck me.
Can't coach that. That's just freakish.
Speaking of wingers.
Is that bad? Sorry, is that bad for the Roosters? How the fuck do they tear us apart like they did the week before and then they come up with this shit? That's what makes me just fucking just go, I'm off them. I don't think they can win the comp.
I never know.
Sam Walker was out, but I don't think he makes that big a difference.
I believe Sammy's a huge difference, Mace. I never thought the Roosters could win the comp this year, but they were going to be a pain in the ass for teams. Like they had the ability to knock out a genuine contender, because they can go against your Bulldogs and have
and there's a rivalry there.
You know what? Like they can play like that against the Roosters. Sammy's 5 minutes into the game, you have to factor it in. And also, with Nwanga Tuasa, you know what's weird? And I'm not I just want to throw this, I just want to ask the question. Is it because of his personality? I feel like the Roosters don't celebrate his tries and try assists
as much as they should. Well, maybe those 2 because they were just always they were on the back foot.
The first one was the first try, mate. I know the
last one.
The first one, let me get the minutes up.
Yeah, right.
I don't is there something a little bit and here's what I'm thinking. Here's my conspiracy theory. So the Teddy try was to get him within 6 because Fox scored the intercept. But it's is there anything still with the negotiations, rugby union? Is he going to be long term for him?
Maybe. I never thought of it like that.
Do you think it's like a person?
HQ is in the same building.
Mate, Robbo will speak, and of course, Robbo's going to have a close relationship and speak fondly of Toops, don't get me wrong. But Robbo gets asked about him, and it's always, he needs to keep working hard and all this. Is it just trying to keep him level?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What is it? It feels like there's energy
union.
for me. And I'm big on body language. I'm a body language expert apparently in the comments. I just watch it sometimes and I go, why don't they celebrate that shit harder? I don't know. I feel like if he did that in my team, I'd be running over. Maybe it's part of
the league, union, separation, clearly.
You reckon?
Yep.
You reckon?
It has
When's
to
his
be.
contract? When's his contract?
So he's... I don't know.
It has to be. What else would it be? Like if he was a leaguey through and through, they'd be going. I think they're going a little bit more crazier.
But he's very much a Bondi Eastern Suburbs guy. Like,
But
he's
he's
very
still a
much similar to
union boy.
Angus Crichton's personality.
I don't know what it is,
Still-
Lukey, and it's throwing me off. But I watch him and I watch him come up with these big moments, and I'm like, no one really celebrates hard with this dude.
Yeah.
Like,
All I can think is that because he's from the union background and we're league, and he probably has to earn that right.
yeah.
And I think next year, if he does it, like they'll probably celebrate more preseason, get to know him. I'm not sure if these guys know each other like on that level.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like our generation. Everybody maybe you're thinking too much.
Yeah, maybe I'm overthinking it. You think I'm overthinking it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
All
And
right.
I just think
Roosters.
Watch it. Just
I
watch
think
it.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
watch me.
I know the forwards don't go near him.
Go watch.
Like
watch the next couple of weeks if he comes up with speckies, and then
No, fuck, I watch it.
no one celebrates.
Hoz, I watch
Weird.
it. No, Hoz, I watch. They
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
They don't. It's not that. And I just think, what's the union?
But he
league?
also walks back himself, right? Because he's
not embracing anyone.
He seems like he's like sort of plays it down. I don't know, just something that just throws me off a little bit about
Might
him.
be his personality.
Might be his personality. That could be.
He's
it.
just very laid back and does some freaky shit, and it's just not that big a deal to him. It's just fucking part of the day.
Yeah.
It's just scoring ridiculous tries and setting them up.
Robbo said this after the game
the
as well.
norm.
He was asked about who will fill in next week, and he said no choice for Sandon. So it's not like I just found that comment strange as well, where that like Sandon, he will play halfback next week, because Sammy Walker's going to miss a week, right? Because he's got that 7 days. I just found that like it's weird.
What do you mean? What do you say? No choice for Sandon? Like,
So he's asked, and then he goes and doubles down, and then sort of goes on to say how big Sandon's been. But I think I know it's probably Sandon's on the outer now, right? He's going to be
Newcastle?
he's going to be moving on.
good
So
for Newcastle.
yeah. Anyway, the couple little things, it's language. That's why I watch these presses and
Yeah,
that
because
I'm big
Roosters,
on
like the Roosters were fucking flying a week ago. Then you come like when you got everything to play for, and I know Sam Walker is like a big loss.
yeah.
Maybe it would have been closer, but the Eels just looked like they were they were about it all night.
Eels deserved it.
Moses' boot was on.
Yeah.
Fuck everything
went
that they
One where he
did.
puts up the high ball for his mate Teddy, and then have that look on camera after.
No one was touching that. There was a couple of dudes. Fucking Jamal Fogarty put up some fucking screamers as well.
Yeah.
When they get hold of it, Jesus, what are you doing, fullback? You're sort of trying. You're trying, but it's like it's straight over your head.
You know what?
It's got to hope it bounces good.
Teams are reluctant to do it, and your guys, and even
Yeah.
the Bulldogs, right? Because I think teams view it as a low percentage pay. But I think in these games now where the games can be decided from a couple of big moments, I would be going to my play. If you've got it in you and you've got the time, chuck a couple up in the middle of the field.
Well, I just think early on in the game, I'm not early on, I suppose, because you want to set that like field position sort of thing.
Yeah.
But like sometimes
Kick the
it's
cages
just
early.
kick to the just put it on the left side of the thing, and then flip Birdo around, and then just put him in the middle, just say on the 50-meter line, and just fucking put one up, Birdo. Like, because he can kick one from 50 out because he gets hold of him, and it can go and land on your 10.
Well, the one at the end that he put up, that was just end over end, and Pappy didn't want anything to do with
But
it.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't mind seeing 1 out of every 10 kicks.
I'm backing up your point.
Yeah, 1 out
by
of 10.
saying,
Just
like,
scare the shit out of the bloke.
If he's putting end over end, and then I'll get into it. Imagine if he puts some fucking a little bit of fizz on it.
I've seen fucking my boy Birdo go to work at training and he's just putting them up, and just like I'm like, how are you catching them? And when he gets hold of one, like you got no chance.
Broncos 46 defeat the Knights 12. The scoreline. There was a moment when they were 20-12 up, the Broncos, and you can look at this both ways. There's pros and cons for both sides of this. Schiller makes a break off Gags, who was unbelievable in this game. He was so brave. And then Schiller can't find the pass to Jake Arthur.
God.
Then the next set, Payne Haas scores.
Yep.
And they win 46-12.
I remember that moment.
So it's like when you're looking at it, it's super frustrating if you're a Knights fan, because I thought the Knights
Old boys
players
day as well.
they were trying their ass out. They were clearly outmatched in terms of talent on either side of the field, but they were in it up until that point. And this is what can be dangerous about the Broncos. It can be dangerous that the Broncos let a Knights team get that close and potentially get the scoreline that close and put them
If they
under
ice
pressure.
that try.
But then the ability to go, all right, you give us a sniff and we just go bang, bang, bang. That's also dangerous if you play.
Tip, like how basic. Like I love that play. It looks easy, like from Carrigan to Payne Haas.
Nice execution.
Always on.
Yeah.
It's always on around that.
You love it.
You get to the 3-man and you fucking have Payne Haas hitting inside the 4-man or outside the 4-man, someone around the back on a third play, something like that. It's fucking, if you have the right people in the right, it's unstoppable.
Credit to Paddy, because you've also got to have it. Like Payne won't run off Kobe Hetherington.
No. See, Paddy's got it. He starts at B and then he just plays in, then skips back out, and then Payne. I said, all you got to say to Payne is go inside the 4-man.
Yeah.
And then whatever line or outside the 4-man, right? Because that 3-man is shitting themselves. The 4-man shitting themselves because you're worried about the person out the back. Because Reece Walsh has got people on skates, and it's nearly you skin everybody.
You got an article or something?
So breaking, it's official. Hannay, the coach, and Scotty Sattler has been named the Titans Director of Football.
Oh, Sats.
Sats was going to be up there.
Yeah.
Good. Well done, Sats. Well done, Josh Hannay.
Well, there you go.
Some great people.
There's a spot on SEN
people.
radio.
Yeah,
Really
I like
good.
Sats. Huh?
I might be sliding into fucking
and
SEN. The Rat and Mace. Yeah. Woo! Done.
Are we moving up to Gold Coast?
Yeah, we're going.
If you go up there, then we've got to go up there as well.
Nah, fuck that.
Yeah, Satsy. Oh, well,
Yeah,
congratulations.
Nice. They've got something. I like Matty Rogers and Sats. They've been going good. Oh, well.
So Sats and Hannay.
Sats and the Rat.
Big changes.
Josh Hannay would be interesting, man. He's been in some good coaching systems, and I think what he can implement into that team, I think it would be fresh. You know, he's 45 years old. He's got a smart brain. Apparently, he's the next man up. Like that, the whole thing, the Ciro, the Rolesies, and all that sort of group, similar age.
Yep.
All come through the same sort of system and bided their time for the last 10 years. Learnt from the best coaches, and we'll see what he's got. This will be his fucking hardest challenge.
Yeah.
You know, Paris a fucking great club. They expect you to be top 8 most of the time, right? Same as the Bulldogs. Titans.
We'll see.
Different.
Quickly back to Walshy.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That was good.
Fuck, he looked good.
It's funny, like I was listening to the commentary on it as well, and I think it was maybe Vossi or who was it? Vossi or Brandy, or maybe Warren Smith and Brandy, and they were a bit critical of Walshy with some of the kicks. Even though, yeah, for sure the execution could have been better, I was like, I love the mindset from him. He's clearly building into his game. He kicked early a couple of times. 2 of them went out. One of them, Ben Hunt, looked frustrated at him with one of them. But what it says to me is he is playing the long game. He's willing to play the long game. And, yeah, like I keep going back to, the execution could be better, but he's doing what he can at the start of the game, and he's having the joy at the back end.
Yeah, I could put up. I mean, it's the execution. Fucking obviously doesn't mean to kick it out. You know what I mean? Like he wants it to land in, and so he can build pressure. It's like the mindset, right? It's great. It's not like he's coming in trying to kick a 40-20 and then just shanks it.
Yeah,
you know, like that's not it. He means to fucking,
and he's done that in the past.
He's got the intentions for field position.
Yeah,
but he just got, you got to get it right.
Yep.
So next time he will get it right. This is what Walshy does. Like and then these little mistakes will be out of his game because you'll understand it more. And
he's not as fatigued.
He won't be as fatigued. You'll understand how the middles are fatigued and everything, how it works. And he's figuring it out now.
Because he's been playing so much more controlled, gone are the unforced errors or uncharacteristic errors that I was talking about with the Titans. Yep. Remember they used to make them?
Yeah.
Tony would come up with one. Jordan Ricky would come up with one. Brendan Pickwater would come up with one. Dean Mariner. Because they're actually getting into a grind and a cycle now, and this is what I reckon Madge's been pushing with them.
Yeah.
It's given them evidence to go, because like I said at the start, 20-18, like the Knights were right in it with the effort.
Yep.
But they're not killing themselves with trying to win the big moments early in games.
And then the middles have a lot more energy.
They've got more juice, mate.
Yeah, because Payne Haas can push up with Carrigan.
Yep.
And then Walsh can be out the back. You know, like you can get in those shapes, and that's because of that. And as I said, like this is the most dangerous team in the comp right now.
Yeah. Because
they're figuring it out. And that little guy at the back is that run that he made. Fuck, I kept seen that for years. I can't even imagine. If he had went the distance, I don't know, but he was stepping, mate, he made about 3 or 4 I didn't know where the fuck he was. Like, you know,
the kick return one, not even the try.
Not the try.
Yeah.
The kick return when he just went 50 on him and just went, they were there, but they were in a little bit of a staggered line. He went beep, 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 beep. It was like, fucking, where'd he go?
I think it was my man, Mutters Croker, was standing there because he's waiting for him to step into him and he just like exploded.
It just like he just disappeared. He's on a different level, man. And I think, I'm not sure where Ezra Mam or Reynolds comes back.
Straight back in. I still think straight back in.
Yeah, I know straight back in, but when?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yep.
You know, like Jordan Ricky looks like he's playing good. Payne Haas, Carrigan, Jensen looks like that. They're fucking hitting hard. They look good. They look good.
Yep. I love the picture too of Ches. He went all the way up to Newcastle. Don't know how he did it too. Tough carry. We had a big one on Saturday night. Got the trip up there and went and supported his good mate Hunty. That's good. 350 games, those two on the same weekend. So that was a nice moment. The Knights, like I said, tried their backs. Shout out to Gags.
What do you do? Jeez. You know, like this, that broke him. Like the six there.
I told you they had the effort in them, mate, didn't I? What did I say?
Yeah.
I said they're going to give one more big effort and it's going to be Knights Old Boys game and they're going to give the Broncos a shake. They just ran out of juice and talent at the back end of the game.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, like they've got some players in that team. I'm not even going to name them, right? They don't belong out there.
Yeah. Not in first grade now. Not
in first
Not to say
grade
they can't play
now,
first grade.
Like it's just like, you're just way off. The spine is just like, it's bad.
Yeah.
They just need a big revamp up there in Newcastle.
They can't wait until the season's over.
Yeah, just get it done and get back to the drawing board. Hopefully recruit some players.
This was sneakily one of the better games of the weekend, mate. Cowboys 34, defeat the Tigers 28.
Other than the Friday night, this was the game.
I would have, here we go, here's my ratings. Let's see if you agree.
How good did fucking Leichhardt look?
Best game of the round was Raiders versus Panthers.
Yep.
Second was Cowboys versus Tigers.
Yep. And then the Bulldogs.
Third was Storm versus Bulldogs.
Yep, I agree.
Yep.
I agree.
Shout out to Drinky.
Fucking hell.
So
he ruined the Tigers, didn't he?
Drinky's such a funny watch because I watch Drinky so closely and he's got Reece Walsh type ability, Kalen Ponga type ability.
Just maybe a metre off, a metre or two of pace.
Yeah, agreed.
That's all.
Agreed. But there's also, this year I reckon, more so than in previous years, he's put his body in the frame defensively so much more, which I'm really enjoying from him. But then you have the brain fade, and Toddy Payton said this after the game, and even he was disappointed. He was speaking to Matty after. He goes, I've got to catch the ball. Like, he still comes up with those ones where you go, he's still got that fucking shitty little thing in him.
Yeah.
But when you can fucking footy amnesia it and get the win.
I was thinking the Tigers, they got this. They got the momentum. They got everything going for them. They scored those 2 tries in a row. The fucking claws are out. Double claw was out. Romy hit the double claw. Chest fucking air. Like, I was like, how good's this? They got this.
This is what I love as well. You know when you're like so keen because you must, like he's breaking away the Leichhardt crowd. He does the big swung dive and nearly fucking dives on his chest and wins himself, right?
Sternum done.
And he wanted to get up so quick that he started stumbling to do the fucking tiger claw.
I was hoping to God that was going to be...
That would have been awesome.
That would have been game.
Yeah.
And they would have went on with it. But Cowboys had something else. Mate, they're just... What a frustrating team.
Tommy Dearden, I'm telling you, the Tigers left edge score... Another 2 tries, 100% if anyone else is out there.
Question for you. Who gets Dally 7 of the year? Katoa or Dearden? That's the only 2. I don't think anyone else is in the race. Not even Cleary?
No. Who's winning the comp? Oh, Fogarty? No.
Fogarty's not there. It's out of these 2.
Hughesy's been injured all year.
I'm thinking Dearden. Got to be. Because as I said, it doesn't go on points, goes on the eyeball test.
Okay.
He's been the best 7 in the game.
Fuck, Katoa was good for so long. The last 3 weeks have really hurt Isaiah.
Yeah. It'll be close. It'll be them 2. It'll be out of them 2. I wouldn't be surprised if Katoa does get it.
Yep.
2 more games to do something, but Dearden, like I know we're talking about Drinky, but fuck Dearden, mate. He's a big part of this. Yeah. The way he squares up and like gives Drinky that extra half a metre to get on the outside, it's all him.
Smoky for Metcalf, or he's missed too much footy now?
No, he's looking missed too much. He was the favourite before he got injured.
He favourite nearly for the Dally M.
Yeah, he was pushing for Dally M, not only halfback. That would have been disappointing. Yeah, I'm with you, mate. That's a tough one. I reckon in terms of defence and coming up with plays for his team, like he ticks all the boxes you want as a playmaker. But like even picking up that ball and competing when everyone sort of just stops, like that's just.
But his defence, when there's someone like how like he's cover defence when usually wingers would be coming off. Taruva. Nah, you're not getting through.
Taruva is so good in short spaces, like he did right at the. Well, I think when they're on a run, Taylor finds Taruva. He's got about 10 metres to work with. Tommy Dearden's coming across. Normally, Taruva just stops, jinks, gets underneath, and goes underneath.
Not that human.
He just goes whoosh straight into him.
Just locks.
Locks on. And then again, just like I was talking about with Scotty Drinkwater, come over and assist him.
But he knows how to defend, right? So like he just say if the wing is coming in, his hips are always facing that way, so he can always chase that way. But when he pitter patters, little shit with little feet, that's little tips for the little young players coming across field. Don't have your hips facing that way because then he'll step back in. He's always like that. So when he steps back in, all he does is flip his hips a little bit. Fucking done.
So good.
He's so good at it. He does it so many times.
I'd love to play with Tommy Dearden.
I fucking love Tom Dearden.
Yeah. You know my biggest rap for Tommy Dearden is like my comp for him is just like with effort and skill is Foz.
Yeah.
Like he's like he's probably faster than Foz. He's
Brian Foz is pretty quick.
Yeah, he's quick enough. But like, yeah.
You're not giving him any pace.
Oh,
if he was in Madden, one out of 100?
Only in comparison to Dearden. 80. Because remember Tommy Dearden chased down Selwyn Cobbo, right? And Foz would chase his backside down, but get nowhere close to Cobbo. You know what I mean by that? Yeah. JT with another huge game. I think he went after Fanor Pole and Terrell May. He's still got that alpha.
I'm that dude.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, no fucking oath he has.
See, me and you are on agreement because we talk about it all the time. But I don't think when people bring up the contract stuff, people don't watch Cowboys games closely.
They don't.
And he is so important. And I want to keep saying it often and often.
Give me 40 to 50 minutes and you give me 15 to 20 games. That's all I need from Taumalolo. And I think, me personally, he's earned his contract because what he did for you guys and got you a premiership and then they're like another premiership, that's worth millions to clubs. Yeah. So don't get that twisted, any fans. So he's already done that. All he's doing is trying to get you to another finals where, hopefully a did and a drinky can get you over the line. Where I thought Nano was outstanding as well.
Nano's been really good.
So like all he's trying to do is have that presence around the club and get you to hopefully another semi-final berth next year.
They only scored one try when he was off the field. Compared, that shows the influence that he has with the go forward, the power, skiddling players, quick play the balls.
Footwork's back.
The bumpers.
The bumpers are always there, but it's the footwork to step from A to B to B to C, the little spins, the little offloads.
Here we go.
I can love it.
Two players can't tackle him.
Fucking,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's always attracting that third player still, even at this point of his career. And then that's just enough to throw out the entire defense.
You've got to try and blade from the inside. Usually, if you come in sometimes because he steps out, he gets that third man interested. You have to come in and he spins, offload, then you short down the short side. He's got so much skill and his footy IQ is a lot better than what people think. People just think he just runs the ball. He knows exactly what he's fucking doing.
He's been in the game for like 15 years.
Too good.
Like when did he start? 11?
2010.
10?
Yeah.
What a gun.
Oh, man.
Tigers, they'll be really disappointed. They'll be devastated with this. They're showing signs of improvement, aren't they, Mace?
Big time.
Like there's a team that Benji's building here, and it's super frustrating that they didn't get the job done. But you can tell by the crowd, the buy-in,
they can be proud of it. They can be proud of that team.
Yeah,
and that's what it showed me yesterday. The Tigers are proud of what they got. The product that they're putting on the field. They get those fans out there. That looked fucking amazing.
That looked awesome.
That looked amazing. Seeing imagine being Blocker Roach and Sirinen and all these blokes. They would have fucking given like so many different feels of the 80s and everything like that where Balmain was that team at Leichhardt, pretty much fucking unbeatable.
What
fucking
about Benji?
Ellery Hanley just being fucking 5'8" and all that sort of shit. But like,
what about Benji as a coach? Like, because it's been a while. Like Benji's been through these eras, right? Where he had the golden era and they got a ring from it. And he's been through tough years, and he's been through tough years now as a coach, and he would have just loved to have seen that crowd.
I was a bit shattered for him.
Chock-a-block.
Yeah.
I was a bit shattered for, like I was a bit filthy on the Cowboys for getting them.
I low-key wanted the Tigers to win.
Yeah, same. I was just like, you know what? You're going on a bit of a run. It's good for the game. Just looking at that on TV, going, fuck, that looks cool. Yeah. If you're a young little Tigers fan, you're looking at the team that they're putting out there, you're like, yeah, That's a team I can follow.
What was the better try? And
that one. Well, I don't know what happened from the Bolle. Did Bolle get the ball and then pass it?
No, Samuela Fainu.
Fainu, yeah. That try. Jesus. That's imagine being the crowd there. You could hear it. You could hear it just erupt. The Titans game. That was the Warriors. You couldn't hear shit.
Yeah.
That was loud. I could feel that through the screen as well, but I could really feel that the Leichhardt presence there. There was just all Tigers fans.
Yeah.
I love seeing that. It just sucked.
They got to polish it up. Hopefully they get the grant. I think they got 100 mil approved or something.
Are they trying to they got to stand for the other side?
They still got to keep it a bit organic. I think they just need to polish up the members stand so they can fit more corporates in.
No, 100%. Don't worry. I think you should leave the hill and like Brookie's done. Brookie had the little seats down below, but you can still have the hill because they love that, right? And then but do that. Knock that fucking whole thing down and just build a
the one where all the fans
are, because that is so average. It's ridiculous. There's no corporates. You can't do anything. So if you want to make some money, the Tigers, and you want to if you want to put at least 4 or 6 home games there, you got to do something like that.
Yeah, the parking and access is still problematic.
Yeah,
same as Brookie. Like
get a fucking Uber.
Brookie's
it's still a tough carry.
It is. It's awful. I'd stay at your joint.
Yeah,
got to get Lupet back on the bay run.
It is a bad fucking game to play at. Not to play it, to get at. If you're a supporter, unless you're from the area and you can just sort of.
The pub's always chock as well.
Yeah, it's same as me. I was going into Brookie at 3:00 on a Saturday, which is awesome. But like it took me fucking half an hour to get from
the
Warringah Mall.
You go to 4 Pines?
4 Pines, yeah.
Have a few beers there and then walk?
No, because I had to call the game. So I did all the pre-game before it. So I got in there. And it's the same thing. Leichhardt and Brookie are the same. It's like when you get a full crowd there and it's pumping, it's fucking so good to watch. But it's just like, fuck.
But you know what?
It's not ideal for access and all that.
You know what? You know it's not, but you deal with it.
Yeah.
Fans deal with it. They love it. They don't care. Like, it sucks for us, right? Because we're like, you want to be there, but you're got to call the game. It sucks for you. You try and get out of there. Yeah. But it's all about the fans, isn't it? It ain't about us.
Taylor May's completely changed that left edge for fucking.
Yep, he's fucking good, man.
Like he spent a bit of time on the sideline for all the dramas
he's had to work on himself.
I've been so impressed by the way he's worked on himself because I've seen some of the stuff that he's done with his brother on the potty, but also like how in shape he is. Like, because you miss a lot of footy like that, mate. She's like,
he got canned from the grand final, and then they didn't see him for like 18 months.
Was that it? Is that how long?
And I know someone who was looking after him that was very, very concerned with him and reached out to me to see if I could, and I don't know him like that, and I just said, look, I could if it's that bad, right? And I was very worried about him. It was a close friend of him and the family, and I think he changed his life completely because he was going down the wrong.
Seems like it.
He was going down the wrong way.
Yeah,
right?
they're doing well.
Without you can put it together. What I'm saying, fixed himself, worked on himself, completely changed everything, and he's worked on himself, and he's just come back as a fucking absolute animal because he was an animal at Penrith.
No exaggeration. I think those two have become like Jerome's obviously the key, like the big money. I think those two have become the fan favourites for the Tigers.
They love Terrell, mate. I love Terrell, mate. If he plays like that, if he runs like that and doesn't fucking step around and try and look for offloads, then you can talk about him in Origin next year, right? Don't fuck around. Like, you know how he steps around and all that kind of shit? There's no room for that in Origin, right? And if he peels off the back fence like he did yesterday and he was off the 9 like that and you get the offload is after the run and after the meters, and then it's a safe offload instead of fucking around and it's real late and all that sort of shit. Doesn't work in Origin. If he does that, then he'll be in my Origin fucking team.
The hard thing for him with that, and I know what you're saying with it, like you got to change your role.
Change your role in Origin, mate.
You've said that with Yowie before too, right? Like change your game a little bit. He has to be that guy for the Tigers sometimes because they don't have a lock that is able to play.
Hopefully next year they have a player who can get in and create offloads. Where I want Terrell May fucking playing like that. Right?
You know what he gets faster and stronger as the game goes on.
He's fit as hell.
Like he's got like a sloppiest rig. Yeah. Like for a big boy, you know, if you look at like obviously Payne, geez, the rig's like
the jerseys didn't do him any favors yesterday.
Yeah, no, but he gets better. Like I'm watching him just going because
be $110.
Easy. How do you get faster and stronger with like?
He's just got a good motor. He's got the indigenous Tongan fucking. He's just they're a different breed genetically, man.
Yeah.
Genetically, that's what you want. But he fucking just keeps getting better.
He must have, just really good. Like Hainsey was the same.
Good genetics.
Hainsey was the same. Like I don't know what he's like a trainer, but didn't always have the best rig at the back
He was
end.
the worst trainer of all time.
But
like for playing wise, like it's a fine line with those guys, isn't it?
all right, let's take a break. We'll see you on Thursday.
See you Thursday.
That's a good way to finish.
2-day break.
Long break, 2 days.
I'll just like, what do we do? We'll give you 2 days.